Hockey.
Okay, by the way, I will tell you a good story about Betnar. On our way up to STK the other night, of course, Shane lines up a great team dinner for us right in the back room. But we had that move to get right in the mix. But anyway, I was going up the escalator with our boy Flowers, who's sitting over there. We'll bring him on in a little bit. And down comes Betnar.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm like,
right.
hey, coach, I got to tell you something. Boys at Missin Curfew are huge fans of you, your squad, and your suits.
Yeah.
I'm like, we have we got a new thing for best dressed. We got like this full on, edition of Missin Curfew now that we rate guys' looks. And you by far killing it as a coach.
By far. He's my favorite well-dressed coach in the league.
And then I asked him about Runkle Ray Bennett, who actually was our assistant coach in St. Louis and hilarious, but he runs a really good ship. Like he's the man behind the man behind the curtains driving the ship.
Does he run the D?
No, he sits right beside Betnar. If you ever watch
Nolan Platt runs their D.
If you ever watch just the way the game's going, if it gets intense, he goes over to Bennett. He goes over to Runkle and just like he gives him good insight on what's going on. Runs a good practice. He's a good assistant coach.
He's like the Mike Kelly to Gerard Gallant.
He's been around forever. Yeah. He learned from Hitch, but he's got he's just got good energy. So
Updog, we got somebody here from Los Olas. Mikey checking in from wonderful Los Olas.
Mikey, you're gonna enjoy our interview with Mr. Jonathan Huberdeau. If you are on here, let me just jump into this.
Get right in there, Updog.
The fellas, let's go checking in from wonderful Los Olas, Mikey. Mikey, you're gonna love we talk a little Los Olas. A little time in Fort Lauderdale when I had little Huberdeau under my wing, which is probably why he's doing what he's doing now.
He loves you, yeah.
Good kid.
I just remember having my cup of coffee with you guys. We'd always have breakfast at that Obi house, which we talked about.
That's a good cup of coffee, by the way. I still got the T-shirt, the Obi house.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time I ever went there, I took a picture, a little snapshot of the sailor, and sent it to you. Like, what? I think you had a fucking.
Was it a sailor?
Yeah, it's a little sailor. A little fucking condoms are for sailors. Can we take a moment here? I think all our fans are watching at home this All-Star game, NHL All-Star Weekend. I think we got Zed here. A little nightclub action in T-Mobile Arena. Yeah, look at this.
There you go.
What an announcement.
Bergeron.
Patrice Bergeron.
Doesn't
the
make
ultimate
a mistake.
Leader. Darlene.
This guy's like, get me out of Buffalo. Get me out of Buffalo.
Come on, man. Dylan Larkin.
I'm a fan of this guy now.
Obi loves this kid.
I'm a fan of this kid now. I didn't know much about him. Our boy Flowers got him on. He's a good kid, man. He's got a little newfie in him. That's probably why.
That is exactly why. Runs in the family.
There's Hubie.
Here's our boy, NHL's leading scorer going into the All-Star break. Don't look so serious, Hubie. Have a beer, bud.
He's probably hung cheese, eh?
Yeah, he's probably had a good time. Nick Suzuki. This kid, what's this? Is he going to buzz? I
can't
believe you didn't bet this team. 3 of our guys on this squad.
I just think,
you could probably quickly change your bet if you want.
I've already put it in. So listen, they lose one game, they're done?
Done.
Is that how this works?
Done.
Wow. What a squad this is, man. You might be right.
Oh, I'm right.
I just think the Central is the best division in hockey. Obviously, McKinnon's not here, but
it is definitely the best division in hockey.
Jake Tremblay says, "Where's Princey?" Princey's right over there.
Princey's going to be a guest.
Firing up some stuff.
He's going to be a guest appearance on here today for sure. Look at this captain.
Devo says, "Get in one, boys." Devo, we did last night, bud.
I'm just shocked, Obes, you didn't bet this squad.
Fuck, I think I forgot how good they were.
I think we got to go. How much do you want to bet? In your hundy?
Sure.
$100? What do you think of these little pucks here? We got these little rubber pucks that we're going to start flinging around this room here, but we put our sponsor DraftKings on there. I don't know if you can see this at home, but these little biscuits are what do you call these?
Rubber pucks.
Rubber pucks. Snapping around.
They're a little better than the real ones. The real ones hurt when you get hit.
But we're going to take another moment to thank our sponsor, DraftKings.
Yeah, thank you, DraftKings.
If you have not yet downloaded their DraftKings Sports app, do it. We have the Super Bowl next weekend. It's going to be time to unleash the demons, and we will actually.
The demons. Audrey, come on, kid. Come on, kid.
The demons last night, fella. Cam Talbot. He's going to get roasted. I cannot believe
when Billy Guerin signed this guy, I'm like, this guy's not a number one anymore. Well, Billy Guerin knows more than me because the guy's been unbelievable. This kid's great.
You got Krill to thrill. I actually thought this kid might be the MVP of this. So,
oh wow.
He
might have been. Well, no, Zegers was the MVP of the skills comp, but he was second when he went
for the good-looking squad. You got Roman Yossi.
When he went with Ovi, that Ovi thing was great.
And you got this kid. Look at that stash on UC Soros.
I wonder why the NHL went with blue. I don't really get it. Right? It has nothing to do with Vegas blue.
I just got a little text from our boy Jack Eichel. I asked how the boys performed last night when I left, and he said, absolutely fantastic.
Hey, Mikey, Obi, true or false, did you dummy your teammate at a San Antonio club? No, Mike, I didn't. I only fought guys in practice, not in the bar.
I wonder where that rumor got.
Rumors are flying everywhere. This Pavelski, man. You kidding me?
It's like a nice red wine. I tell you what, he is an ultimate pro. He goes to
the net. He keeps his stick on the ice. Nobody touches him.
What he did yesterday at the All-Star Skills Comp on the 21 challenge
was pretty cool.
Was pretty insane. He didn't miss a shot. Blackjack right off the hop, ace king, and then he called the ace on the next, like on the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Which was up top cheese, and he just hit it.
You know what I was thinking would be fun doing? Playing that game, but with golf clubs, right? With like a 7-iron or something, and you got to hit it like a little low one.
Anytime you can hit a golf ball and break shit, it's gonna be
fun. Yeah. Right? That'd be a fun game.
I agree. Who would win?
There we are, Uppy. Hard Rock Cafe, baby.
The Hard Rock Cafe right there. Another thanks to the Hard Rock Cafe. Cheers to these boys.
I love the Hard Rock.
I know. Look, on TV, the Hard Rock Cafe, Bay. We got a couple fans right there. Cheers, boys. Couple guys having a few pints, Obes there.
Matisse Gask, he said he thinks the Atlantic's taking it up, dog. He's with you.
Well, I would agree.
Last question, confusing OB and BX. I don't know what that means, Nick. How is Princey enjoying Vegas? Princey's been on his best behavior. He's doing better than I did my first time in Vegas, Uppy. I'll tell you that. I woke up broke. Couldn't have enough money to get to the airport. I was in the American League. Couldn't get any money out. I think I had to borrow money to get a cab. There was no Ubers back then. So Princey's doing better than I did my first time in Vegas. I'll tell you that much.
Totally. I don't think this is Princey's first time in Vegas, but it's his first real boys trip with us, and he's handling it great. He's a little quiet at dinner.
First time he's ever been to Vegas.
First time he's ever been to Vegas?
Yeah.
But he's been to the U.S. a bunch, right? Because he was laughing like, I've been to...
Princey, this is your first time in Vegas, right? Where else have you been in the States? Get up here.
Come up here, bud.
Here he comes. For you people asking, here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend.
Mr. Mark.
Flip that one over there. Princey.
How are you, fella?
Oh, good to see you. I was getting asked questions.
First time in Vegas, eh, bud?
First time in Vegas, yes.
You're being a real pro.
I thought so. I mean, Obes, you were the pro on Friday night, cutting me off and sending me off.
The first night.
How did that go?
I had a little bit of a rough morning. I was ready to go. Obes could tell I was ready to go, but we had a big day yesterday.
Yeah, totally. You guys have been killing it.
I'm glad I cut it off. I really did.
So what did he say? Did he say, all right, boys, time to rock and roll? I mean, what time was it?
He had that look in his eye up.
Yeah.
He had that look in his eye.
I went to go grab another drink, and I just got the big bear paw around my shoulder. It was like,
Obes is the ultimate leader.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I outlasted the up dog, though. The up dog left. So I was still there.
Princey goes, I'll be okay, Obes. I'll be okay. I'm like, Princey, listen, I'm trying to help you out. Tomorrow we got 7 National Leaguers coming. And from a guy that's gone too hard in Vegas a lot of times, I'm just trying to help you. Next morning, he could come here up, and he's like, "You're right, Obes. I wish I would have went to bed sooner."
I did. I had to get up and do a walk down the strip to wake myself up. But.
So, Princey, what's it like to be on the road here and, still conquering our social media like you do?
Look at Bednar.
But doing it from your phone rather than at home on the fucking big bright screen, the computer. But you work well on the road, man. You move well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because we have a lot of road shows coming up here, and this is kind of a tryout for Princey to see if you guys like the fellow on the road. But I love it. I mean, I love doing stuff at home for you guys too. It's not really a big deal. Obviously, last year I felt it sucked sitting at home. It really did, and it wasn't your guys' fault. I couldn't get a flight to Vegas to go see you guys because I wasn't allowed out of the freaking country.
Truckers.
Yeah. But now I'm allowed to come. So no, it's
you can say fucking country on here.
I can
Hey,
say fucking.
Hey, by the way, who do you think's going to win this match? I don't know if you're listening, but I got Austin Matthews, Hubie, Larkin. I got the boys.
Well, I
got
like
the
our
Atlantic.
boys because they were great yesterday, and but I love.
I just need Hubie to move
Hey,
his feet though.
Hey,
eh?
Richard had Updog got soft to the boys last night. Games changed. Did at least hit the felt. Yeah, he played cards. He
You're
played
fucking
cards.
right. I played cards. I played this morning too.
Vito says Princey is a great add to the Missin Curfew team. I agree, Princey.
Thanks. Who's
And
that?
listen, that was from Vito.
Vito.
Holy shit, was that a nice
I'll
little
say what,
shot there by
Princey.
Kadri?
I can't go against my guy Kale McCarr. Like I'm going with him the whole way. Like he is such
Look
a
at
great
Hubie.
player.
Hubie, I need you to move your feet, kid.
He ain't moving shit. Hey, Princey,
Uh-oh.
you can
Hubie,
come,
lay down.
you can come
There
on
you
the road
go.
whenever
Good
you want. You
stick.
can come on the road whenever you want.
I think and I was reading some of the comments. I think some of the fans actually do appreciate the dinners and the obviously I'm not going to live stream our fucking dinner at Nobu, but they like seeing you guys, what you guys are doing out.
Do they like Uppy ordering 4 desserts?
the mac and cheese one? That was
Hey, what do you think of
Uppy's a good order though.
what do you think of O'Brien's stories last night? I could tell you're sitting beside him just going like,
They,
holy fuck.
well,
I
no,
haven't-
it was the funny thing about it was you guys just kept going back and forth, and it'd be an Uppy story, and then it'd be a Mac L story, and then it'd be an Obi story, and then we'd poke fun at Flowers, and then so the other half of the table we had A-Hall on the other side, A-Hall was getting in.
A-Hall was starting to get a
And
good buzz going, yeah.
He was just getting the boys all riled up for today. Like, we're gonna have a great day. We're gonna execute like we always do. And Obi's telling a story, and I'm sitting beside Obi, and he grabs me and he starts shaking me. Going
A-Hall?
like this.
A-Hall did?
No, you were.
Oh, I was.
You were shaking me while you were telling a story, and I think the fans can figure out when you're shaking what kind of story you're talking about. So Obi's shaking me, and A-Hall's riling me up while I'm going like back and forth like that. I'm like, yeah.
You're like, what's going on with these boys? But Princey, you can come on the road because you're a low maintenance fella. And
Yeah.
a lot of times being up here in the pod and being up here doing our thing, and I'm like, I got to turn it to Princey. And I feel bad because you're just sitting there and listening to the boys. But now that I've spent 3 days with you,
Yeah.
you're just a big, quiet, lovable guy. You don't, you don't mind just hanging out.
It'll come, boys. It'll come.
Yeah.
You gotta say, like, I've been working for you guys for like a year and a half now. I never even met you guys, but you're not regular guys, right? You guys, I see your faces.
Oh, far from it, actually.
I see your faces 15 times a day, so it took me a little while to adjust.
Yeah. You're like, holy shit.
It took me a little while.
I could, Princey, yesterday, when our guests started to show up, I almost felt like I was watching my longtime buddy who had never seen like one of his favorite athletes.
Yeah.
I kind of felt that. It was like kind of a nice moment to see you like kind of hanging with some of our guests, some of these all-stars, and what did that mean to you? What that guy, a couple guys, and they know who you are. They follow our podcast, they
Yeah.
follow our socials, they love what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, just dive into that for the fans.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of said it right there. Oh, that was a nice.
Fuck, Obes, you're up 1-0.
Cairo, this guy's a fucking machine, man.
Cairo,
He's a machine.
you better not get the Try Hard Award today. I'm a fucking loser.
You kind of. I guess we go back to your saying.
Who's going to get the Try Hard Award today?
What's the try hard?
The Try Hard's like in this All-Star game, you try fucking too hard. I see Connor out there slashing guys. And now Cairo, like pass the puck.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck, I'm surprised Vasilov didn't get that.
I'm surprised he shot this.
Under his glove? How about it?
Hey, Obes fella, now that I'm on the live stream, you want to pass me one of the?
Oh, you want
A couple pints.
You want a pint here? Yeah. There you go.
Now
What's
that
Tom
I'm here,
Wilson saying here? Tom Wilson says, "What's up, boys? Just tuned in.
just
You guys
tuned
are
in.
doing great."
He was.
He just
he
is
was full
fresh
of
off.
talk.
He's fresh off a snipe and winning.
So
the
they're-
first
I watched
match,
it. Yeah,
eh?
we watched it when we were
So
setting up.
they're done.
No, they
No,
made it.
They made
They
it to
won.
Pacific's done. My division's done.
So you come all the way here.
Bing.
You do one skill and you can lose one game, and that's it.
They're done, yeah.
Oh.
So then they're ready to go for the night. Like it's what 1:30.
I got the ISO cam on Hubie.
Heads up. There you go, Hubie. Look at that
Oh.
saucer. Oh,
Wrong guy.
by the way, I don't know if the fans got to watch a little bit of the skills comp yesterday, but Hubie's performance in the this is going to be sick. Oh, yikes!
Safe to say Matthews
Was
out.
Matthews with you last night?
I don't think I saw him, but typically he wouldn't have fumble fucked that one.
So Hubie, like that little sauce pass he just messed up was the little fountain fuck up that he had yesterday too. And
Yeah.
Oh, the poor guy had to go first. He didn't.
Here, watch
right?
this
He
shot.
didn't really know.
Cheddar, come on, Austin. I
You
need
should
you
have
to
went on Sean Avery's Instagram stories, and he was doing the commentary for the skills.
Was
and,
he?
And you can imagine what he was saying. He was ripping their outfit.
There's my boy right there,
Hubie.
Jonathan Huberto, leading the league in scoring.
He looks pretty good.
That looks great.
He looks good. I mean, fuck, he is good. Look good, play good. Although, I don't know how he's feeling today. Him and his brother Sebastian, those two boys, they're beauties. Couple good French guys.
Look at that turnover by Kaprizov.
That's the shot right there, huh?
That's just.
Look at the little
You can't
dish
turn
there
that
by
over.
Austin.
Wow, nice shot.
How are you? By
There.
the way, the Florida Panthers probably could have sent
Here,
five.
Jimmy's got a good
Sent
question. Read,
five guys.
read that one out.
What did you boys think when they first seen Trent? I was like, this guy's a monster.
It was weird because I was getting a side profile when I first met him. You know,
Yeah,
giving him
sitting
what's
down.
up, and I was sitting a side profile, and I'm like, fuck, I always get just the face on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Side. Oh my god.
Who was that?
See, look at this. This is the Try Hard Award. Connor. See, he's
I
skating
think he
too
could have went
fast.
faster.
No,
No?
no, we can't.
That was Darlene that went down.
Was it?
Yeah,
See
Prince. The
this?
first thing I thought when I saw you was you're a monster.
There we go. Come on,
Oh,
head. Is this head?
Larkin.
Oh, Larkin. Oh my goodness. I've been there.
This looks like the
Last-
boys. This
Last
looks like the
comment
boys.
from Kyle Cheese. Uppy, how much time would you need to get ready for Beijing?
None. I'm ready.
None. I was going to say, after watching him in Vegas, none.
I'm ready.
Uppy, this looks like us skating in August here. This game right now.
Yeah, no kidding. With a bunch of roller hockey guys.
Yeah.
Here we go. Just have a
It's
shot.
safe to say the boys went out. I gotta be honest with you.
I think
I get like the NHL like with TV times, but why have the game at noon? Like, is that really setting the boys up for success? Or
Yes, I think
Just
it's more of
because-
a get it over with
Get it
type of
over
thing.
with.
Yeah. What do you think? Noon?
12's early.
Did you ever like noon games when you played?
I liked when they were over, because then you just go right, fucking have a few or dinner. Or,
Yeah, like I don't know. Oh my god.
I never knew what to eat. Right? You never know when you play afternoon game. You're like, do I have
Well,
pasta?
that's the
Do I have
yeah. You
breakfast?
know what? Mainly because the hotels don't know. Oh my, what a try,
Brady.
That's because the hotels never cook you a nice damn meal in the morning. They give you half-ass eggs, obes, and fucking. What would you go for? The pancakes?
No, not on game day. I stay light, buddy. I would have to stay light. I would have maybe
Oh.
eggs and a little
Hey,
bit of
hey,
bacon.
Brady, that's Matthew's move.
So, Mac,
You just thought I was crushing pancakes on game day.
No, but they bring him in the mornings for
Yeah,
the for
Coaches? He's just like, oh, did you have a pancake
I mean,
breakfast
I
before
did-
the game
I
there,
did
Oaks?
throw that out there. I didn't think you'd catch it, but they did have the pancakes there. Old. They didn't. Oh, that was.
What'd
sick.
you have for pregame? 5 pancakes.
I mean, that's how you burn it off, though.
Riley Bain, Obi, how hung fella? I'm hung cheese, bud. But as my buddy Cowboy used to say, you can't feel this bad all day. Nice shot.
You might be hungover, Oves, but it's not going to be today.
Ain't gonna
That's
be
the way you
today.
got to feel. He's on the Bud Lights. By the way, Obi, you never drink beer. It's nice to see you crushing a little pint.
It's not good for the waistline, eh?
no, not for us big fellas.
Fuck, really?
Prince, you're in pretty good shape, fella.
I'd say
Boys,
so.
how much calories could be in one Bud Light? Nothing.
You just pissed it out, eh? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It just takes
Fucking
a lot for the big guys like us. We got to drink 10 plus to feel even a
Well,
buzz.
totally.
Yeah.
Our boy, big guy, who's fucking 6'10",
You
Yeah.
can drink a
he
100
can
of
drink
these.
40 of those.
I could, yeah. It takes me
Then it
probably
gets a
13
little.
to get done.
Then the big guy gets a little wobbly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So Maxie,
This is a
Maxie's-
fucking great question here. Sly, I kind of want to know too. Uppy, what do you use in your hair?
Yeah.
This is what I do.
Because fuck, isn't that flowing?
Get out of the shower, towel dry.
Towel dry. Write this down, folks.
Get the towel dry going. Then you brush your back. I get a little brush going. Brush your back. And then I'll spray just a little like fucking salt spray in there.
Wow.
And then I'll kind of. I'll
So
do
no,
that.
no comb?
No, not a comb, but a brush.
Brush, I mean, that's what I
So a brush. So brush your back, salt spray, mess it up a bit, and then go put on your clothes, do whatever. Come back, little blow dry, and then like a pomade, just a little bit of pomade.
What a process.
Yeah.
What a boy.
It only takes me like fucking a minute and a half.
Nobody works the blow dry after a game better than the up dog. He gets.
I used to after a game, and Obi does it now after a golf game.
After a golf game?
Obes owns the one spot at Big Canyon where we shower. He gets changed. He goes. He's got his little routine. And
Yeah.
He does the double lap. He comes back with the blow dryer.
Yeah,
And he
do.
brings his own sauce. Comes back. He gets the double towel like National League. Only in the National League, the guys after they shower go with the double towel.
The
Yeah.
One here, one around the neck.
Okay.
In
You
the
wanna know
in
why,
the
Princeton?
minors,
'Cause you can.
In the minors, you only had a certain amount of towels.
Really?
And only the old guys, Tony Herkus was maybe the only guy on our team in Milwaukee that was basically allowed to grab 2
What an old
because you're
wily
like,
vet.
fuck the guy. North Dakota fucking champ.
So, fellas, I gotta ask you because A-Hall was asking about this too. We're gonna tee him up soon, so I'm gonna ask you about him.
Okay.
What did you guys think of Brady yesterday? I had a good laugh because you guys laid out the merch.
Yeah.
So A-Hall tells me, he's like, Princey, go grab yourself merch. Go grab yourself merch. So I'm ripping my shirt off, and I like as soon as I pull it over my head, Brady's like standing like right in front of my face.
You're
I
like,
was
this kid's a monster.
Yeah, I was looking up to him. So what did you guys think of Brady yesterday?
Great
We're gonna
kid.
tee him up.
That whole Kachuk family, man. Matty Kachuk, listen, he's become my buddy. I text
Yeah.
with him a lot. I love his game. Brady, same way. Just you can tell, Uppy, in my opinion, that they grew up around the game, right?
Yeah.
Like, they just follow him, obviously, big Walt and being around guys. They're just pros, in my opinion. That's what I think of them.
Big boys.
Big boy is right.
Yeah.
Came in his track pants, just a
Yeah.
little comfy sweater. He's got the crew cut haircut,
Big sexy, baby.
And he basically, like, to me, he wears the C in Ottawa. To me, that's a role. Being a young captain.
Yeah.
I mean,
In this game.
kids look up to him. He's got a massive respect factor. He fights. He's tough. He goes to the net. He plays old school hockey, like Obes just said. And him and Matthew, yeah, we love the way they play. And to me, he's got a good long career ahead of him. And second All-Star game. I mean, he's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
He's a
he's a big
Kadri on the breakaway.
Oh,
Fuck you, Kadri.
nice.
Speaking of good hair, big sexy Mike Morris says, "What's up, boys?"
Big sexy checking in.
This guy says, "Obi, get an IV." I ain't old fella. I could fucking use one.
It's Big Sexy. That's the guy from Boston, right?
Mike Morris is
Yeah.
our boy, Big Sexy,
Big
aka Big
Sexy.
Sexy. He is one of Boston's finest.
He's got good hair too.
He's got phenomenal hair.
Good hair, jolly guy, always smiling, always in a good mood.
He's the type of guy. Every time he stays at my house, I don't know if he ever sleeps in my bed. He just sleeps on my couch, which I respect a lot. Right?
That's like our boy Rick Raleigh was asking if I had a couch in my room in Vegas that he could come crash on.
Never gets hung over. Like he can have his beers, have his fun. Wakes up ready to go, vacation mode all the time. He's a pro.
Good guy.
He's an absolute pro.
So we ever make our way out there, you got to get Big Sexy on again because the fans liked him when he came on.
He was great when he came out.
Yeah,
great,
really good.
Great speaker, good father. He's the man. Loves tunes. He's our boy. All right, I need one. I need one. Obi, it looks like your call is like the right one here, but
I don't know who's this. Kadri. This guy's gonna get 11. This guy's gonna get 11 bananas a year.
I just
As
feel
long as
like
he doesn't get suspended in the playoffs.
I feel like the whites just
The jerseys.
No, well, the jerseys stink.
The jerseys are terrible.
What's with the white socks on the blue?
They don't even match.
They're just not shooting this
Look at
biscuit.
this. Uppy. You might be able to play this game. Ups might be right.
I agree.
Yeah, this is
Pavelski. I like Pavelski
I
there
like
in the
Pavelski
C.
too.
Okay, here we go, Dylan. Come on, baby. Oh,
This game's got to suck for goalies, right? Just breakaway after breakaway.
Breakaway after breakaway after breakaway. Yeah. 2-on-1. Shoot.
who's getting this biscuit here? Stammer. Come on, Stammer. Take him wide. Oh. He was coming down the wing. He should have shot it like he did in the playoffs that first year when he just come in and rip
I
one.
can't remember. I think you guys were talking to Wilson about it, who was laying the body out in the All-Star game. He couldn't figure out. It was JR.
JR?
JR in 2002. He was running guys. Just
Really?
burying them. Yeah.
Good.
I was looking at
Someone
clips,
hit someone.
Yeah.
I saw some old school clips of All-Star games when it was 5-on-5 back in the day, like Campbell Division.
Oh,
versus-
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
like
They
it.
played a little harder.
Boy,
I liked
Stammer
it.
almost just took off Brady to Chuck's head. Could you
Oh.
imagine taking one of the jibs in this
During
game?
the All-Star. Oh.
Can you imagine taking one of the gyms in like an alumni game or something? That'd be even worse.
5-hole? Oh
Most.
man, it's just not my day.
It's early, still early, but
I know, but like those are key moments, and I want to see our guests do well. I want to ride in that car, like whoever wins the car. I want to know the guy, so he gets me in it.
Cats Kulo Jackson says, "What do you think of Pat Verbeek as a Ducks GM?"
I think it's a horrendous call.
Honestly, I don't know Pat Verbeek, and I'm a little bummed that they didn't hire someone the boys know so we could get involved in that organization more with
Yeah,
Missin
no, I
Curfew and
agree,
do
I
some
agree.
stuff. So I don't know Pat, but I was disappointed from a personal.
I
level.
wonder who picked Pat Verbeek. Did he ever play for the Ducks?
No, never played for the Ducks. I think it's that whole Stevie Wiseman, right? I mean, everyone respects Stevie so
Yeah,
much. If you work
I
for him,
agree.
I think
Sean Horkoff. Shout out to Sean Horkoff,
Yeah,
new
that's right.
assistant GM and head and the GM
You
of
pump
the
'em. You pump 'em.
Grand Rapids Griffins. Sean
Oh, look
Barkov.
at that sauce.
Oh my God, this could be a
Oh.
yes. Oh, right to Matthews, and oh my goodness, that was actually nasty, boys. Come on, Hedman. Oh man, I feel like they're peppering him. Is it just me?
You feel like
You pump him. You pump him.
big sexy? I'm extremely hungover, bud. But are you telling me I don't look good or what?
Big sexy always looks good.
No, he's asking me how hungover is OB.
Oh,
Should I put the shades back on, sexy, or what? Is that better?
there we
Oh,
go.
shit.
Come on, Hubie. 2 points for my boy
Can't see
Austin Matthews. He's heating up. That's what I'm talking about. Drafting,
He's got
baby.
He's got the hair.
Come on.
So what did they play? 2 periods? I should know this, I guess, right?
They played two tens, Obes.
Yeah.
Just like you, back to back, Thursday night, Friday night. Hit him hard in the third, buddy. Hey,
All right.
Saturday, baby. Does it feel like a Saturday to you today, Obes?
It feels, yeah, no.
Saturday.
It does.
Can you believe it's Saturday in Las Vegas today?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's we've been here for 2 days, but it feels like 2 weeks. It's been long.
Hey, fuck yeah, baby.
Hair of the dog that bit.
Oh my God, the
What is
boys
Mark
are
saying? Hair of the
feeling
dog
it.
that bit, Yobes.
Who is this? No,
Keller.
yes, Keller.
That's a lefty.
We got a guy Obes on here, Nick Flicker, saying Korea Niedermeyer campaign for Pat Verbeek.
Ah,
Yeah, but did
Yeah.
All right.
Niedermeyer play with Pat Verbeek?
no one knows.
All I know is Team Musolani should have been involved in the process of finding a guy or being the guy, and whether Getzy or
Oh,
Getzy still wants to play, then fine, but he should be the next GM. Touche, Obes.
Yeah. I mean, Getsy's going to get some kind of.
You think Pat Verbeek is a Ryan Getzlaff fan,
It's hard not to be.
right?
Yep.
Do you think?
Oh,
DraftKings is live streaming
fellas-
this pod. DK.
Fellas,
Oh my God, that was the highlight of the night by Cam Talbot there, folks.
we're
right
going
there,
to Brady
too.
Kachuk now.
We got
We are
Brady.
sending it to Brady Kachuk.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first interview of the day, Brady to Chuck, coming at you. We hope you enjoy it.
Dog All-Star Weekend continues, and we got a young this guy. We love him.
He's an all-star.
Yeah. Brady
Second
Kachuk.
timer.
Brady, thank you for
Yeah.
coming, buddy.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate
You were
it.
what we call a little bit of a throwback pro, so we have a lot of appreciation for you and
There's
your
a
game
lo-
and your whole
yeah.
family. We love your brother and obviously Big Walt, the whole crew.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it. Love listening to the podcast. It's
Yeah.
great.
So
Yeah.
you were supposed to go to Scottsdale with Maddie, right? So
Yeah.
I was texting with Maddie, yeah, and then once you got named, I fired him a text. So we really appreciate you. I saw you in Vegas real quick at the McGregor
Yeah.
fight, you and your brother and Maddie and your Maddie. I got your brother in trouble last year. I just threw out. I'm like, he'd be a good St. Louis Blue. I woke up the next morning, my Twitter was going through the roof. I'm like, I was just saying he fit in nice with the squad. So.
Oh, he was loving it. He was like, hey, look at this. People are talking. So midsummer, get the people going.
yeah.
Yeah, no press is bad press.
Yeah,
We've been
absolutely.
known to throw a few things out on the, in the fire and see what happens. But
Yeah.
Right.
so you got your family here?
Yep.
Old man's here?
Yep, parents. And yeah, we've been, they got in last night. So I think it was the quickest transition from hotel to casino we've ever been a part of. So just old man's like, all right, come meet me for a beer, and we're going right to the casino. I'm like, all right, we'll see you.
Oh, yeah. Big Walt loves the road.
Yeah.
He's an
Yeah.
old school guy.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing like just dropping your bag off, especially in a town like this. What would your dad done if he had to play in the league when Vegas was here?
Well, I remember a story he told me that they're in Florida and Tampa for their road trip, and there's a back-to-back, and I think it was when he was with Phoenix. So they went, like him, JR, talked. They went out, and I think that the next day he's like, all right, fellas, I'll take care of tonight, but you guys got to take care of me tomorrow. And so they played Florida, I think, got like a hat trick, 1-3-2, and then on the bus, he's like, all right, told you guys I took care of it. Take care of me tomorrow. Next day, -4. So I thought that was funny. So being here, I think there'd be a couple -4 nights after him.
Yeah.
There would definitely be.
Brady, how cool is it? Like, how much has it helped you become a good pro? Just being young and following your dad and being in the locker room and stuff like that. That must have helped you when you transitioned to being a pro, right?
Yeah, I mean, just seeing how he treated the trainers, his staff, teammates. That Matthew and I learned a bunch from him there, and just some of his teammates too. Like Barrett Jackman was huge for Matthew and I growing up. He was such a good person, and he did so many great things and he was such a great teammate too. So he was definitely really influential for Matthew and I.
We're big no bucket guys here. You going no bucket and warm up nowadays, or how?
I keep telling our team that we're going to be the team that everybody has to go no buckets down the
Atta
road.
boy.
we've got a couple guys, and that's the best part of the day. Like now, I'm like thinking to myself, like I can't believe like guys wear helmets. Like this is the best.
Some guys don't have good hair though, bud.
They-
Some
they-
guys just are like,
They're
"Fuck
like, oh, I got to
this."
go gel. I'm like, who cares?
They
Like,
start
we're
to
playing in
lo-
front of no fans anyways right now.
Oh, that's
Just-
exactly it. But they
just
start to
take it
lose
off.
it young, right? And you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh man, this is
Yeah.
going to be tough. How do you tell the guy like, okay, you might be the one guy that has to throw their helmet back on?
Well, we always joke around because a lot of our guys on our team we always chirp each other about the hairs are
About the
going.
hair,
So
yeah.
we're gonna be the team that gonna have the most bald guys and most no buckets. So it's gonna be funny when that day comes.
So we lost like 8 straight in Calgary, and Hartley made us wear a bucket. So we're in pit. I'm like, fuck that, boys. Let's go no buckets. You're Hudler staging, so we all go no bucket. Hartley's out there losing his mind. We ended up losing the game 4-3, but close game. And then Berkey came in and just let us have it about the no buckets. I'm like, Berkey, come on, man. Like, you feel good, play good. He's like, you got bigger problems with Brian than not wearing a bucket. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right about that, Berkey.
Yeah, they're just putting things in a hat. Like, what can we complain about?
You're going to be on waivers in 2 weeks, so fuck off.
It's either the pizza after the game, the wings, the Pepsis,
The hot dogs,
yeah, the
in
hot
Montreal,
dogs, whatever it
it's
is.
everything.
Oh, those are dangerous, aren't they?
I can't believe last year we were like so excited. But all right, fine. Like no fans. We're playing against the same team. So like at least we'll have hot dogs all the time. Montreal didn't have it. I was like, oh,
No way.
this.
When it rains, it pours in the North
I
Division,
know.
doesn't it?
Oh,
Oh,
that
when
was
those
tough.
little cardboard thing comes in, there's just ketchup and dogs everywhere in Montreal.
That was my dinner. Then
Wait, win or lose, we're fucking crushing.
Then I would go to
life.
Bonanote, not for the food, for the staff. Do they still have Bonanote? That place close to Montreal.
No, I think they do.
So,
They do, but it's not. It doesn't have the limelight as it did when Big Walt was running around through there
You would go there too, right? Bonanote?
all
For
the
sure.
time
Yeah.
with Frosty
Yeah.
on the road. Yeah. Brady, your family quite experienced to the NHL All-Star Weekend. This is, I think, the 8th to Chuck family All-Star Weekend. 5
Look at
for your
this
old
guy.
man, 2 for you, 1 for your brother.
What a
Do
pro.
you have any stories of watching your old man at one of these when he was buzzing through when you were a youngster?
Yeah, I think the only one I remember is 09 in Montreal. That was pretty cool. I remember. Didn't realize how cool it was, but got a picture with Gordie Howe, and
Badass.
it was unreal, and just some of the events that. And I remember Ovi. That was the year when he had the bucket hat, the Canadian bucket hat, the 2 sticks
yeah,
and the
yeah.
breakaway. So
Sunglasses.
yeah, I
You
remember
had it
watching.
all.
I'm like, that was pretty cool. Like we were just sitting on the ice with all the other kids. So as they had like the Xbox room that Matt and I were always buzzing in. So it was unreal. Like I remember that one probably the most, and we had a ton of fun
Sweet.
there.
Did you know? So when I first came in the league, this is now 2003. Our Scottsdale trips through Scottsdale, we used to go to this club down in Old Town, and
Paul LeBlanc?
word on the street was that Keith DeChuck owned this club, or was a part owner of this club. Do you ever hear about that?
I've never heard this story.
All right,
I've
so
never
maybe
heard
it was false. But anyway, we go in
Hey,
there.
Or maybe you're not
I'm
supposed to
telling
tell
you,
anybody.
In
Hey?
15 minutes, I'm going to be like, hey, so
Hey,
I want to
well,
hear
I'll
about
be-
this.
hey, well,
Hey,
I'll
where's the next All-Star game? Old Town. Okay, we're gonna go to that club that Big Walt.
He's like,
used
oh
to-
yeah, I'm still owning it. It's like, well, where is this?
No,
been
it
this
was
whole
like
time?
it was a smaller place. I was always told it'd be JR going in there, Monte and the boys, and sure enough, I'm like, I follow the leaders, I follow the old guys, and we end up in Old Town, and I'm like, all right, this place ain't so bad, and you get a kind of a glimpse
Like, I
into
get
what
used to this place. This is all right.
it's kind of a glimpse into what the desert life was like on the road, which is pretty.
I would say
pretty badass.
the staff in Scottsdale and Old Town is the hottest women, the hottest chicks in any place I've ever seen working. The actual workers there. Like I bought
What
a
about
blonde.
Vancouver?
Good point. I still
See,
think
you can-
Scottsdale's got it.
You compete with the cactus clubs of the world. It's pretty hard.
Yeah. Well, it's easier at the Cactus Club, probably. That's for sure. But, Brady, I want to ask you about. I'm a big fan of you and your team, obviously, but how about your head coach? Like, he seems like a guy that you want to play for, old school guy, DJ Smith.
Yeah, no, he's been great for us. He demands a lot out of each individual, but when it comes time to be outside the game, like just in the locker room, he's always there, shooting the shit with us and just talk about whatever. So I think he's great for our group, and he's definitely helped us out tremendously, and just we've been a better team because of him, and so I think we're playing well
You guys are
as of
playing-
late
yeah,
here,
you are.
and now we have a bunch of injuries too, so I think that just speaks to kind of everything and the the leadership we have from management coaches. So I think things are going good right now, and it's and yeah, that's just I think the sky's the limit for our team, so it's gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
and the way you guys finished last year, you guys were flying, and then obviously I know you were going through a contract, and as much as we hate training camp as a pro, do you think missing camp, because you guys got off to a slow start, do you think that had anything to do with the slow start, that you weren't able to be in training camp with the boys and kind of, because it was weird that you got off to a slow start?
Yeah,
The whole team, not you, the whole team.
Yeah, no, that's kind of been our kryptonite a little bit. Is just sometimes you're getting those lows too early, and yeah, I mean, of course, wanted to miss a little training camp. Wanted to miss a skate test a little bit.
Listen, I hated training camp more than anyone, right? But at the end of the day, it's important, I guess, right?
Yeah, no.
The second half of training camp.
No, but definitely missed out. The team did a lot of fun things together, which it's tough. Not being there. Miss all your buddies and just miss being with everybody. So that was tough, and it was just a long, tough process. And
I was just like, pay the kid. I was texting Maddie. I'm like, what are they waiting for? Like, if I had the money, I'd give it to him. Like, what's the problem here, boys? You don't want to sign the kid or what? Like, he's your best player. He's tough. He fights.
Good for you. You got the right. I think you had the right guidance and you did the right thing. And the team's lucky to to lock you up like that.
I want to ask you a question about being captain. I had a young captain, Landeskog, for me, and I love Landy. He's turned into arguably one of the best captains in the league. Has it changed you at all? Or you just go with the flow being a young captain like that?
I mean, I just think it's a different responsibility now. It's but with our team, it's everybody's leading, everybody's pulling the right direction and lead by some guys lead by example, some guys vocal and stuff like that. So it's it hasn't changed that much. Where it's not just me. I think we have a good group of guys that do it together. So honestly, like we have such a close group that everybody kind of just gels and we want to make it comfortable for anybody to say whatever they need to say, and if they're pissed off with something, just get it out there. So I think we have a great group in that respect of everybody wants to win, and everybody's pulling in the right direction.
Brady, I want to ask you before we let you go. I know you have a busy weekend. You get ready for this All-Star game, but a longtime friend of mine, Chris Phillips. We did a golf tournament in Fort McMurray, where I'm from and where he's from, for 10 years plus. Old captain of the team. You see him around. You ever get to chat with him? He's a great soul, great guy. He means a lot to the city of Ottawa. Do you ever see him around?
Yeah, so we haven't seen him when COVID's been around, but we actually had a great night
at his bar. Does he still have his beer?
I don't think he does, but his jersey retirement.
Yeah.
That got out of control pretty good. Yeah. There's a bunch of people there, and we just had a great time, and it was awesome. That was an awesome night. He deserves all the recognition. He's done so much for the team and the community and all the charitable things that he's done. So it was a great night, and wish we could see a little bit more of those guys, because there's a lot of guys that live in Ottawa still, and but I don't know if he still has the bar, but I heard about it. I heard it was a good time when it was bumping.
I'm looking at your shirt. How's the greens at Old Warsaw?
Yeah, we got to play golf with you, Maddie.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That'd be a blast.
That's where Prong's a member.
Yeah, sick track.
Yeah. It's Saturdays are a good day there.
Yeah.
Get a first tee time, and then all of a sudden, 3 hours later, just at the patio the rest of the day. So things are good there.
That sounds like a little afternoon golf
I'd like
match
to get
at
Pronger's deep pockets. I got to be honest with you. Do you play with Prong as a good player?
I have not played with him. No, it's I think Matthew has, but I think Matthew's golfed with a bunch of St. Louis players, staff. So he's we like to chirp him a little bit.
Awesome, buddy.
Brady, thank you so much, man. We appreciate you coming and keep going. We're big fans of yours, buddy. Keep her humming.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my God. How many fucking posts are we gonna hit? Fuck. We're live.
And we're back. Oh my God.
Oh, it's no goal. That's what I'm talking about, fans. I have Atlantic, and I need a comeback, baby. I need a comeback. Obes, don't call it a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback.
So we hope you like the Brady to Chuck interview. That's an exclusive. That will, if you didn't see that right there, unfortunately, you're going to have to wait a little bit because we're not going to put that out for a while. But thank you to Brady coming by. What a beauty. He's a captain. He's a true pro.
I don't know.
He's going to score me a goal right here.
I don't know what's taking all of us so long to sign him.
Yeah, we talked about that. They're actually lucky to get him for that.
Yeah, like
he could have pulled the old Austin Matthews and just signed like a 4-year deal. And come on, Hubie. Oh no. God, this is getting intense. I don't know how good I'm going to be on this podcast. I got a little bit of Chet on the line here. Come on, boys.
That's okay. You got lots of it.
Come on, boys. Oh, geez. He's turning on the jet.
Good stick.
The fastest skater in the NHL in 2022, my friend.
I can't believe Connor
Jordan Kyrou.
I would have been everything I had on that Connor.
Oh, Austin Matthews. Come on, baby. Come on. How would you like to play on the ice?
I almost skipped this when T-Dub was activated.
This is like the Russian Red Army, folks. Although there's no Russians on there. Come on. Oh, my God.
Updog, here's a good question. What do you guys think about the Coyotes playing in a college arena? As a visiting player in the league coming in, what would you think about that? That would be brutal, wouldn't it? Coming into a barn of 5,000 people?
Oh, man. That's a goal. Turn the lights out. Jordan Kyrou, folks.
I think it's a joke. I mean, I love the idea that it's in Tempe, Arizona. That's cool. That's where they should have built the rink to begin with. But you can't have a National League team playing in 5,000 person arena. I think it's a joke.
Yeah, no, I think it's unfortunate. I think the unfortunate part is they could probably fit more people down in Tempe if their rink was bigger. But the problem is in Glendale, the rink is fucking beautiful, but it's so fucking far away. It doesn't work. And it hasn't worked.
You know how many Ubers I had to take from Scottsdale to Glendale?
I know.
Had about 2 in the morning when you're
I
like,
had to
fuck,
go-
am I going to get caught here? I'm going to get caught for sure.
The pregame skates, the drive back to your house, and then back for the game, and then back to your house. For any player that plays in the Phoenix Coyotes organization, your wife would have to travel, 2.5 hours to come watch you play. Your kids can never go watch the game because they're an hour away. It just doesn't work. So to me, fill up the 5,000 seat arena, finish the year off, focus on, what's next. But if there is a new rink built in Scottsdale or that surrounding area, it works. People want to be in Scottsdale. The players love it in Scottsdale. The escrow they're dealing with because of this rink in Glendale sucks. My opinion is it's a good fix for now, but it's not going to be good on these players' checkbooks.
No. But old Dustin Harrison's he's trying to turn it into a positive up dog. He says the college arena is right by Old Town. So, I mean, hey.
No, I know. And sometimes it's better to be in a rink that's full. The fucking thing is empty. And,
You know what?
The drive sucks. So
When I went back down to the jungle, some of those little barns were better, right, with the fans?
Yeah. No, it's like playing back in junior. And I think it'll be hilarious if they make the playoffs. They don't. They're not going to fucking make the playoffs. But if they did make the playoffs, just imagine like, oh fuck it, they'd knock back on the Glendale rink and be like, can we come back to the playoffs?
We got 18,000 now. We're in the first round. Matt Morris says you get a couple kills on campus though.
You're damn right, Matty.
So all you guys chiming in, this is awesome. Thank you for doing this. It means a lot to me and the up dog.
Did anyone like the turtleneck that I
If you
pulled
turtle,
off
they'll call
yesterday
you
on,
Myrtle.
anyone a
They haven't-
turtleneck guy out there? If you are, write us. Tell me what color.
Did anyone see me just leaking on NHL TV?
Yeah,
yesterday?
let's talk about we get invited to do NHL Network. We got a hit at 4:30 sharp yesterday, or 3:45, 3:40 sharp before the game. And it's a live feed. We had no fucking idea where to enter the arena, or where to I like the light, or where to basically find this thing. It was above section 18 was all we
It
were
was
told.
up in the nosebleeds.
So we get in there, we run into Sean Thornton. We talked to Thordy Babe, and then I'm like, we got to find this place. So, and we lose to Al Hall, and Al's always on top of it, but we were kind of pinching time. And sure enough, I just get us up to, who's this? Tariq Hill. Wow. This guy's buzzing. Sorry to cut this story off.
No,
but
that's okay.
fastest man on the planet. Hey, is he
Yeah.
not?
Fuck.
Tariq
Fastest-
Hill might be the fastest guy on planet
Fastest
Earth.
football player.
Okay, so we finally make our way to section 118, and we can't get to this set. We can't get to the studio. Is he going to bury this? Yes. Come on, baby. It's a game. It's a game. I like a good game. It's nice that it's a close game.
Yeah, as long
Hey,
as
what do you
Essentials,
think?
as long as Essentials wins, yeah.
Oh, fuck. I like to see the shots in this game.
I mean, if I just think if the Atlantic loses, Hubie might come over and have a beer with the boys.
So, Obi, let's get back to this.
Yeah.
We have to hop over a fence to get
Yeah,
onto the set.
Yeah,
And
well,
I-
we ran up the stairs. Yeah, it was a fucking. We were in one.
It wasn't much stairs, though, right? It was just like, it was a lot to get there.
It was a lot.
And when we got there, we had about 4 fucking minutes to get on set.
not even. It was like we came in. They're like earpieces in. They're like, all right, go. We ran on. They were bringing the chairs in. The chairs were all messed up.
Fuck, and then the sweat just started coming down
I
the
was
face.
like, oh. You're not really a sweater. Like when you're a sweater, like Matt Cal's a sweater. Loops is a sweater. Once you get that feeling of, you know there's nothing that's going to stop.
Was it more did they just score again?
Well, I just had a shower, right? We had a shower at the
Oh my God, Tariq Hill just completely slammed beers. Good for him. Where's he going after? You boys see that? Good for him. By the way, Obes, he's rocking the shades inside. You got to love that.
I do love that.
So the best part was I get a text from Braden Shen yesterday, and he's like, how much red wine is Obi sweating out of his system here on this set? And then fucking the next one was when he just asked the producer for the towel. He's like, I hit the ground. I had no idea because I was sitting beside you. I knew you were leaking a bit, but I didn't know that you said
full on.
And when you said like, buddy, I needed a towel.
I needed the old Gatorade towel.
Do you think you're one of the first guys ever on live television to ask for a towel because you're leaking?
Yeah, well, I mean, Kevin Weeksy, I watch him, and it's great. He's a sweater too.
But never would he have had to do what we did.
No, but he would have, like, if that was our show, you would have something right there for me, ready to rock.
But like, never would he had to run to the fucking set like that.
No, fuck no. Nobody has to do that. What we did was insane, man. You don't run onto a television set like we were. I mean,
I think people should give us a little appreciation,
yeah,
for what we just did. And I think Stammer can score this goal. And yeah, come on, baby.
Holy hell, Tyreek Hill's getting after you. Sure is, Marcus.
Okay, cool.
We miss you, fellows, up here in God's country. Uppy, I wanted to tell you this too. Who was it? Cats. Color Jackson, Canadians live at the streets. 2.5 million in Ottawa today.
For what?
2.5 million people in Ottawa
Truckers.
today. Canada, we love you.
We love you, Canada. We love everything done peacefully.
Shot. Yeah.
They can't help.
Okay, by the way, good on you, Canada, for keeping it peaceful, respectful. That's the Canadian way, Ups.
No matter what people say up there,
that's the Canadian way.
We're doing the right thing. Strength in numbers. Happiness prevails. Freedom, baby. Truckers.
I'd like to see Central play the old just sit back here, maybe.
No.
Hang on the lead.
Watch this. I think Matthews is going to get the tire. Or our boy Brady.
Offside.
Oh, no. That's what you call a muffin.
I think it might have been offside, Ups.
Can we challenge it?
Do you do challenges in All-Star games?
See, fucking Kyle Connor, man. Try hard. By the way, the line was 13. Vegas.
Over under?
Vegas, baby.
Yeah. I think you always take the over, right?
I would have loved to see Stammer maybe just give a little.
We should ask the boys.
Is that offside?
I thought it was offside, but we should ask the boys at DraftKings.
That is a hell of a shot.
How many overs go in All-Star games? It's got to be a lot.
What did they win for this, Obi?
I think the team gets
$1 million. $1
million. They split it up. Yeah.
Escrow on that?
Probably. There's escrow.
You think they take it right to the tables or what?
I would think a lot of guys probably tip the trainers pretty well.
Yeah, 100%. I think they're checking it. I think they're checking the offside.
It was offside, I think.
Official review.
Yeah.
Offside, baby. Offside. It's offside.
It looked offside to me.
God love him checking offsides in the All-Star game. Oh, complete offside.
Was it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like it was.
Offside.
Yeah.
Right?
Even I called that one.
Actually, I don't know. If the puck hits the blue line, so we need to bring in a ref. Where's Peeler when you need him?
Peeler's drinking wine. Hey, Brian Bland, I'll tell you what.
Oh, that's good.
Tom Wilson is a fucking tank, though. I'll tell you that.
No goal, baby. Let's go. Come on.
That was the first time I sat with Willie. Great guy, by the way. Weapon. He's a weapon, by the way, too. He is fucking jacked, man. You see his arms?
Tom Wilson's a stud.
Jesus.
He is a Stanley Cup champ. He is a beast. He is a unicorn. One of the dying breeds.
He's
in
a
the
dying
game.
breed.
And he can score. I loved it. When you asked him, what it was like coming in the league. And, I remember when he came in the league, he was touted to be a goal scorer. And it took him a couple years to kind of get like the National League game, learning how to, be that guy, play physical yet finish chances and make plays. And, he's become one of the best. Wow, was that? Oh my God. Krill.
What a stick.
Krill, the thrill.
Who threw this pizza?
Hubie.
Hubie's
laughing in the back.
Hubie's like, get me off the ice.
Hubie.
Where else is the Missin Curfew crew doing road trips?
Oh, no.
Dustin, my man.
No, it was Matthews.
We are going to Scottsdale next week for the waste management. And then we will be in Nashville with DraftKings once for sure, maybe twice.
Oh, no.
What a dish. Corn dogs, Jackie. Corn dogs. We don't even have corn
all
dogs.
this needs to do is go to Hedman and then to Hubie, Breakaway City.
Up dogs break it.
Fuck.
Can we press pause there? Let's break this play down. Oh. Get it out.
I cannot. Oh, you got McCarr, though.
Okay, so now what happens? So Atlantic team's out, and that's the finals now?
Yep.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, and it's a 3-period match.
Oh, it is?
Running time.
I guess I should have known this.
Come on, Hubie. Now's your time to make up, baby. I don't know if that's going to work, Austin.
What a nice backhand sauce by Kirill the Thrill there.
Who are we teeing up after this interview, my boy Maxie? We have Dylan Larkin coming up, Obi, in a minute.
I'll tell you what.
The fans are going to love that.
I said it before. I'm a fan of this kid now. I never knew him. Thank you to Flowers for getting him.
Will someone shoot that puck?
Well, listen, man. He's a good captain. In the interview coming up, you'll hear him talk about. I'll be asking about the tradition of the Red Wings and stuff. He's a Michigan boy. He's got a little Newfie in him, up dog, which I know you love and I love.
He's got just enough to make him a full-time beauty. Oh, Matthews. Man, Obi, I got to say.
It's not over yet.
You called it. My boys they got a little bit outlucked. Vegas edition.
What flavor of Canada dips do you go when you're hung cheese, Obes? Fella, I'm going fucking tropical mango right now. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. It feels a little salt in the wound. Salt in the wound.
That got someone the over though.
Somebody's happy about that. I think if you bet the under in an All-Star game, you deserve to lose, probably, right? Empty netter for the over. Bobo Sheep, do you have the over, fella? Dip, then morning ruck march. What the heck? Give Alex DeBrincat some love. Hey, Mary, I love DeBrincat's game. He's a pure sniper. I don't love the Chicago Blackhawks compete level up, dog. Do I watch them play their night against the Wild? And if Fleury didn't want to be traded before, he might want to be traded after that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, it hasn't gone. It hasn't gone for the Chicago Blackhawks. And when you talk about DeBrincat, he's going to have to carry the load now. They're going to have to build this team around him. You got Patty Kane and
Kirby
Jonathan
Dog.
Taves that are going to be, out. You Seth Jones, but DeBrincat's he's going to be their go-to guy. Kirby Doc's still young. I don't think he's quite done.
Yeah.
He hasn't hit expectation yet, but he's still super young. And there's a lot of weight to carry in Chicago. That team, to wear that jersey and to know the success they've had lately, it's a big job for this kid. So, it's nice to see him at the All-Star game doing his thing.
That's a cool setup.
And fans, we are bringing you Dylan Larkin.
Dylan Larkin coming at you, captain of the Detroit Red Wings.
Fellas, the All-Star weekend continues. Flowers, you came through for the boys. You were late, but you came through with the captain of the Red Wings.
What happened to you last night, Flowers?
I got the old saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Well, I'll tell you anyway. I poked my head in one of those the little dance spots,
The dance spots. Okay.
The Rhino, you can say it. You went to the Rhino.
I went to the Rhino.
Wow.
I just want to see. I wanted to see what was going on in there. I've heard about this place. Never been before.
No.
It's dangerous.
It's just nice. They make it. Every time you go in there, they make you feel loved. They make you feel warmed,
Love.
welcomed.
Yeah, love.
They tell you, they have a lot of feelings for you and stuff. I bought it again. Every time I come here, I buy the same bit, but it's always worth it. Yeah.
Well, thank you. You did pull Dylan Larkin. Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
we
thanks,
appreciate
fellas.
How was
you.
your
What
night
an
last
honor.
night? Dinner?
Oh, it was good. Yeah, dinner. The agent, Kurt Overhart, took us out, and a couple of the other guys, and it was.
I bumped into
Jeez,
your
I
old
never
man's
used
a
to-
beauty. I bumped into your old man. He's a beauty.
Yeah, I saw you. You guys saw me at a good time.
Hey, listen,
I
you're
remember.
an
I
all-star.
think-
You got to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Totally. Nothing wrong with that.
And we're talking. We just met last night at the Cosmo, and we're having a good time. You're meeting my dad, and there's 200 yards ahead. I see Flowers with my girl, arm around her, talking.
He had her in the headlock.
Whispering sweet nothings. And
He goes,
I'm like, this guy.
Yeah, he goes,
this guy.
He goes, "Is Flowers trying to wheel my girlfriend?" I go, "Yeah, that's his go-to move, bud. That's his go-to move."
Well, her and I are walking.
So I wanted to
She's,
come early.
yeah,
I was just like, I want to see him. I wanted just to talk to him.
Yeah, that's all right.
You could just punch him if you want right here. Go ahead, give him one good one.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
We all love
my
Flowers.
boy, my
We all
boy.
love Flowers. So, Dylan, this is your second All-Star game?
Yep.
You got Nashville and Las Vegas. What a lineup.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Sick.
good.
What do you think so far of the festivities around here?
It's amazing. I think with what Vegas has done just in general with the game and the nights and how you go to play some cards here and all the dealers are in Golden Knights gear.
Yeah,
and,
they love hockey.
They love it, and they've taken the nights in and you see all the jerseys when we play here. It's just like everyone's wearing a jersey. It's good for the game and mix it up with all the stars of the NHL, and there's a lot of respect within the players, and it's just a great weekend to celebrate our game.
Yeah, Obi and I made it over to the fanfare yesterday. So they got this fanfare going on, NHL fanfare for the All-Star game, and this is a big-ass conference center packed with like games to play.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we did a little skills comp ourselves.
Nice.
Little hardest shot.
Larks, I missed the net.
Hardest shot with the rubber pucks. Hey, boys, by the way, our
missed the
shoulders are done. I mean, just when I thought I could make a comeback, my fucking hip flexor.
There's a
my back.
air hockey table. How big is it up? So it was like, I don't know.
It's circles in, so it's like hash marks in the size of the
no,
thing.
but the air hockey
No,
table.
I know
we
it's
played.
probably from like the
Yeah,
top
yeah.
circle into the boards, right? And
Woke up
it's
this morning, bad shoulder. I was like, fuck,
bad shoulder, hip flexor.
I
It's
go to the bathroom. I pull muscle these days.
you need a heat pack to get. I
feel great.
Going.
I should.
Hey, to be young again, boys. To be young.
Yeah.
How old are you, Dylan?
25.
25.
Yeah.
What an honor, buddy. What an honor.
Yeah,
Hey, congrats.
yeah.
You captain
Thank
of the
you,
Wings.
guys.
I was
Yeah.
actually with
Appreciate
you. I was with you when you signed your contract. We were
Yeah.
at Danny Cleary's
Yep.
hockey
school.
school in Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Sick.
Talk about
What a
your experience
time.
in Newfoundland.
Oh, what a time. Danny is a legend. And
He is a legend, yeah.
just a guy that would do anything for his friends and his teammates. And I never got the chance to play with him. And in fact, I think when I came into the league, he was kind of bumped down to Grand Rapids and embraced the role. And we became friends. He lives in the Detroit area now. And he invited me to come, and I had no idea what to expect
George
in
Street
Newfoundland.
Festival, baby.
Yeah, of course he ties it in with
Did you
that.
get, did you get screeched in?
I got screeched in, yeah, on stage. They stopped it all at O'Reilly's there.
Yeah,
and,
what a bar.
Oh, and I still got the thing, the certificate. And
Yeah, the flag.
I had
Did they give
no
you a
idea what
flag?
to expect going to Newfoundland. And, my parents, my dad's Canadian, and they make jokes all the time. Someone does something, and they're like, "Oh, you're such a newfie."
Oh, trust me.
Hey, I'll tell you what, we're all newfies, man. Because they're awesome.
If you
Yeah,
play
they're
hockey,
awesome.
if you play hockey, you got a little newfie.
Yeah.
I've never been. Like, there was St.
Oh,
John's.
you have to
when I was in
go.
the jungle, they had a team, but we never went and played there. And I've been dying for this guy to get out there
Yeah.
and mix it up there.
I think, probably, sneakiest, probably one of the best guys trips weekend, George Street
Yeah.
Fest in Newfoundland. The way people treat you there is incredible. People are the nicest people I've ever met.
I just remember the American League, all the boys would just talk about how much damage they would do on the road there. I'm like, check the schedule. I'm
The
like,
Rock, hey? They
no
call it the
St.
Rock?
John's.
The
I'm
Rock.
like, shit.
Yes. Well, Flowers, you want to talk
Yeah.
about the
No,
Rhino?
well,
If
so-
you want
no,
to talk about the Rhino, Newfoundland smashes that.
What?
Oh my!
I've heard.
Like, I've
heard, and I've
You don't
heard.
need to go to strip club in Newfoundland.
No,
though,
but
right?
but I'm just saying, like it's well known. It's a well-known place. But George Street, for example, this week festival that Danny just so happens to do his hockey school around, it goes off. Like Arkell's played. You remember? Arkell's played. Great Big C.
I love
Tom
that
Cochran.
music,
It's on my bucket list, and it actually really is. I would like to do that one day together.
We
My,
should do it
uh,
this
We
summer.
should do that.
Yeah, my family's Irish, and
The Irish.
We
No
go
wonder
back.
you guys are getting
we go
along.
back
Exactly.
to Dublin a couple times in my life, but George Street, I'll tell you, is the closest thing you can get to Ireland in Canada.
Sick.
It's the music, the people, the food, the cod. They're fantastic.
How is
Fish and
Dublin?
chips,
I've
boy.
never been. I want to go to Dublin. We're supposed to go over and play all the sick golf courses
Yeah,
in like
that's-
England
yeah.
and shit. And then I want to go to Dublin. And it's sick in
Yeah.
Dublin.
I did.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I've done a
Right.
2-day bender solo mission in Dublin. after a 2-week trip to Mykonos, Lupul drops out because he gets deathly sick. Poor fuck.
Shocker.
And I'm like, I'm not changing my trip because I go Mykonos, Dublin, stay at this badass hotel, solo mission, did some great work the first night I was there, and then went golfing at the Royal Dublin Golf Course, which is great.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then I jumped on a WestJet flight direct to St. John's and did a week trip with my family. So it just so
Sick.
happened to be perfect.
It's
But
like 6 hour
remember
flight
that.
from St. John's.
you talk
right?
about Dublin being Obi, like it's everything you need in a pub. You got the
Yeah.
TVs, you get the good food, you got fun people. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh yeah.
No wonder we got along. You get a little Irish in you, a little Newfie in you.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk
perfect.
about your squad though for a sec. I mean, I watched you guys come out west this year or last month. This Mo Sider, man, this kid is like. I know there's been lots of good defensemen in Red Wings organization, but man, this kid's nasty.
Yeah, he is. We had the media day today. We talked about him a little bit, and they're like, did he exceed your expectations? And I said, absolutely. You know, I think probably everyone, right? He's only going to get better. He's young, but you know, he is good. He's a good defender. He's good with the puck, and he can skate. And he's big, and he's got a little meanness in him. Hasn't, you know, he's showed signs of that. I think as he gets more comfortable, it'll come out. And I think he's only going to get better, and that's good for us.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
You guys must have a cool feeling in the room right now, right? Though, like
Yeah.
you're a young team, you're playing well. You know, good things are coming. That's got to be exciting coming to the barn every day.
Yeah, it is. We got a great group of guys. You know, that's a common theme in our league, and what I think makes it so special. But we got a lot of young guys, and you know, to see their excitement of playing in the NHL and have that, you know, those smiles and the stories and the laughs in the locker room. And we've had some tough years the past couple of years in Detroit, but these young guys have brought a great energy, and we've had some new faces that wanted to come to Detroit, and that's just added to you know, kind of brought the enjoyment back to going to the rink.
Dylan, talk about Detroit was one of my favorite places to go in and play. Joe Louis Arena
Tough on the plus minus,
yeah.
though.
Tough on the plus minus, but Joe
Joe.
Louis Arena, Dylan,
Yeah.
back in the day had this smell to it. It had the lights were so much different than every other rink. It smelled like popcorn and fucking hot dogs and beer and like
Stale
blood.
beer.
Right? It was just like stale beer.
Yeah, it was still beer. You're right.
I guess what I'd like to ask you as a young captain of the Wings, what is the tradition of the Detroit Red Wings? How is that carried on into the new rink? And are a lot of the older guys, do they come around and you know, talk to you guys? It's just like, does it still have the aura what the history of Detroit Red Wings has?
Absolutely. I mean, the Joe was iconic, and I love playing there. I obviously grew up in Detroit and went to games there, and you know, it's just like what sports is in the winter is going to Red Wings games, and you know, I think with how it's run now, Steve does a great job with, you know, Sean Horkoff just named assistant general manager.
Nice.
He never played for the Red Wings, but you know, having guy Drapes is around
Always
a
the
lot.
man. Yeah.
Danny Cleary is around. You know, Maltby comes in, and D-Mac and Henrik Zetterberg. You know, just these legend guys that are weren't only great players, but they're just great people.
Great people, yeah.
And you know, we have the same training staff, and it to me it does, and I think it's really special to put on that sweater.
And that was the thing about the Joe too, right? You'd come in, you'd see Stevie Eisman walking around, and then you go and see Datsuk and Zetterberg warming up, and all the Stanley Cups. You're like, holy fuck, we are in one here before the game even starts.
What else was
I
good,
know.
Obes, too, is we would play soccer right beside your room.
was
Yeah.
tough
Both
warm-up
rooms,
setup.
both rooms are side by
Yeah.
side. You're basically fucking, you know, scratching each other's
Yeah,
nuts
yeah,
down.
yeah.
You're so close.
Exactly.
But you'd see Hank, and I always, man, Datsuk was just such a freak. He was
Yeah.
so good and
Oh,
so
man.
such a beast. But they were a team that you actually didn't mind getting your ass kicked by them because they were all good guys. You're
Yeah.
like, these guys are
No,
such good
the
guys,
thing
Hall
that
of
pissed me
Famers.
off the most is they kick your ass and then you try to fight them and no one would fight you either.
Yeah.
You're like, just do something, and they just look at you and they're like, fuck, I'm -3, you won't even like, oh, okay, I'm out of here.
So talk real quick as a fan to be from Michigan, go to the University of Michigan as a young kid. I always looked at University of Michigan as like the ultimate
school you couldn't get
hockey
in.
spot. I couldn't get in. I couldn't play there. I just went to visit. I went to visit Nystrom about a month ago. What an unbelievable barn and atmosphere, and then to be the captain of your hometown team. Talk a little bit about that. That's really got to be special.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I mean, you can't plan for that. You can't draw it up. You know, it's
right.
It's yeah. If you would have told me 10 years ago, I was 15, you're going to be playing for the Red Wings, you're going to be the captain of the team. You know, it's a dream and it's special. Obviously, Michigan, I had a little bit of say on where I wanted to go to school, and you know, the first day I was on campus, always idolized the football team and the big house, and as a kid, and my brother was a Michigan State fan, so obviously I was a Michigan fan from day one. You know, but it just you can't write it up any better, and you know, I'm really really honored to be a Michigan guy.
I've known you a little while now, and it's really cool, especially from like my perspective. Like, congrats.
Yeah,
man.
did you ever
really,
think
really
at
cool.
15 that at 25 a guy like Larry Flowers would have his hand around your girlfriend walking down the street?
You're like,
have you seen,
you're like, I
she's a
worked too
beautiful
hard
girl.
for this.
Can you blame me? I mean, fuck.
Hey, yeah, he's probably
Even
like,
if
where?
it's-
I gotta be
compliment.
honest.
I
I gotta
saw
tell
it.
you
I
something.
went red. I was
Yeah,
You had
where's
no,
my life
you had no
gone?
chance because it's his girlfriend. And
Right.
you had no chance if it wasn't his girlfriend.
You know what? Let me enjoy myself. I'm not. I
had
know.
no chance either
I know
way.
I got no shot.
What's your
But
line?
what a beautiful
hey,
Hey, you want a
check
fake
out my
diamond?
Insta- Yeah.
Hey, you want a fake diamond?
Oh, that's
Larks, we appreciate it, buddy. You're
Yeah.
a beauty.
Oh,
Thanks for doing
man.
this,
We
man.
love you, man.
What an honor.
We're
What an
pulling
honor,
for you guys.
Hey,
So-
go get him. Fastest skater
Yeah,
today?
yeah,
dig
we'll
in.
see, warm it up, a couple squat jumps before, and get
Yeah.
out there.
We appreciate it.
Hey,
buddy.
you got the record right now, don't you? Or
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
Well, no, I don't want to accept it because
Controversy.
the whole it's a good time to talk about it now because it's going to happen in a couple hours here. But we were in Nashville and I was a rookie, and you know, we're out there doing the skating thing, and you know, I've just I don't think I was this nervous. I was young and dumb.
You're
and
ready to
just,
let it
just
eat.
yeah, just
Yeah, you're like, let me out there. I'm ready, boys. Here we go.
and I just ripped it, and they let me start on the blue line. They're like, yeah, like, you know, just the line's been talking, and they're like, yeah, go ahead, like running start, whatever. He's like, I don't care. I'm like, perfect, I'll take it, you know. And I never even knew like Mike Gardner's record was what it was, or I didn't even know the time, and I just remember doing the lap, and then looking up and the scoreboard, and they're like, beat the record, new fastest skater.
Wow.
But there is definitely an asterisk. It's not fair. You know, if you give McDavid a zone start,
Yeah,
You know what,
You know?
Hey,
I'll go through the end boards.
Hey, you know what I will say, though? It should stand up because in Nashville, you get some guilty pleasures in Nashville, and you're showing up a little guilty going to the All-Star game. If it was in like somewhere where you can't really partake in
You had a couple-
festivities, yeah.
You had a couple running starts.
I
in
had a
Nashville.
couple running starts in Nashville, is what I'm trying to say. And goddamn,
running
I still
starts.
hold a couple records that I'm very proud of. So you should own that one, my friend.
Yeah.
Dylan, thank you,
Thank you,
buddy.
man. We
Thanks,
appreciate
fellas.
it, buddy.
Good luck
Yeah.
down the stretch.
Thanks.
Appreciate
Yeah.
you.
Text us later, too. Hey? Text us later if you're out and having a couple.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go to bed tonight.
All right, pal.
Protein
Thank
shake
you.
Thank you,
after.
buddy.
Boys.
Mr. O'Brien, we have one of our I'm really happy to have this guy on.
We got the lead and score.
The lead and score
We
in
got
the
the
league.
lead and score,
But I just I feel like I was a big brother to this cat. Jonathan Huberdeau, thanks for coming on Missin Curfew.
No problem.
How's
Thanks,
Las
yeah.
Vegas treating you so far?
It's great. I mean, pretty quiet. A little bit so far.
Is your
but,
brother Sebastian having a good time?
yeah, he's always having a good
He's
time.
always
He's living under the. He's like thinks he plays in the NHL, but
I
without
know.
practicing and playing.
So,
So did I.
so Obi's like, Obi thinks, he says that I think I'm playing in the All-Star game. So pretty similar. Like,
Yeah.
Uppy thinks he can make a comeback, Hubie. Every day he's like, fuck, Holmes, I think I can still play. I'm like, Uppy, you get hurt in the second game.
I don't know.
He could.
He knows. He knows skill when he sees it. I think he knows that I probably just get
Oh,
in
you
shape
can still
again,
skate.
get my legs
You
going.
can still skate. There's no
Hey,
no
Hubie?
question.
Yeah.
I get on the forecheck for you.
You can
I'll get the
on-
puck back.
I'll play with you. No problem. Me,
Buddy,
you,
if I
Barky.
got to play with you, I didn't get to play with you much. You were a little ahead of me.
Oh,
But listen, right now,
I didn't get to play with
I
you
could
much.
play with a blindfold and go to the net with my stick down, and I'd probably get two snipes a night playing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know me. Fuck, I'm just trying to.
How fun is it playing hockey right now?
It's so fun. I mean, obviously being with. Winning is fun. So.
Totally.
And whenever you go to rink and you got we had some tough years, obviously,
Yeah, of
in
course.
Florida. you were there, and but now it's just like fuck. The guys are awesome too. We have a great team, and it's like you can just see like it's like a family, and we go to the rink every day. And that's why we play. Even we're down 2 goals, we're still laughing on the ice. We know we're gonna come back. Like it's like
Yeah.
And that's what makes it fun. Like obviously.
And you make a great point. Like you, Barkey, Ekblad, you guys have come up together, right? So you struggled a little bit early, and now you can tell you guys had that family feel out there and passion when you play.
Yeah, I think, and obviously our new GM like Bill like brought some good people
Good
too,
pieces,
like around. Yeah, good guy too. Like you can bring some good players, but like if they're not good guys too, at some point like in the dressing room is gonna be an issue. But I think like you said, I think me, Barkey and stuff, and it's good for the management to still believe in us, even if we like had some tough years, and now it's for us to show like that we can win a Stanley Cup.
And I got to thank you because I was telling you before we came on, I've been taking you guys first period overs, and it's just a guaranteed lock. I mean, before the first TV timeout, I'm like, there we go, there's a G-note. There we go, that's nice.
Oh, if you pick over at home, there's a good chance.
Hey, DraftKings, your DraftKings account watching the Florida
Talk about at
Panthers
home.
go,
I saw the last couple home games, there's a buzz in the building, right? The fans are coming out. Like, that's awesome. When I see that, I know I was only with you guys for a little bit, but when you see the fans rocking, that's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's sick. Like last game was the biggest atmosphere like I've seen, like the loudest. Like in I think Florida is like an event for them. Like it's like people are like really into it, like doing the wave. Like it's like it's pretty insane. And last game there was like 18,000 people against like San Jose. So usually there's not a lot of people against these teams.
Yeah.
And then it was a Saturday night, but still like the place was like rocking. It was like we came back again, and then like that was like. And it like brings you energy, right?
Absolutely. I mean, you played in the playoffs in Florida. That energy they have, and I got to play too. We made it to Game 7 the year against we got Marty Brodeur.
I ever tell you this story? So me and Loops are in Australia. We're like, hey man, we need the Jersey Florida Panthers game. The guy's like, what's hockey? We're like, just keep flipping. So he finds the channel somehow, and the first shift, it's like, yeah, that's it. He's like, which one's your buddy? We're like, the guy that just flew over the boards head first in his own bench. That was
I could see that.
I remember the play vividly. It was I was trying to line a guy up coming over he was trying to get to the red line, and boy, I was not having it. And I just missed him, and ass over tea kettle right in the boards.
right in the bench.
And then I was like, change!
left side.
They get to the bench and be like, Frosty, my skate.
Yeah,
Jeez, my
skates
skate,
ain't
Frost. No, but just talk about like you just talked about it, but playoff time in Sunrise, Florida, it gets people buzzing.
Yeah.
It's and it's Florida spring. It's like Obi always laughs when we talk on the pod because I'm like, Florida's the best. These boys are getting off the bird. It's nice weather. They're jumping into their good cars. We're going to talk about that in a second. But like playoff time, and it starts to get hot in Florida. The teams come in, and you're like, we're going to kick your ass, and it's going to be great, right? The crowd's awesome.
And the guys like they're coming to Florida, they want to have a good time too on the other team, right? Like
just shove it, yeah.
So that's what it used to be. I mean,
we
didn't take advantage before though.
Hey, that little southern swing used to be like, oh, this is all right. I'll get pinned in South Beach, beat the Panthers, then get pinned in Tampa. Now you come to South Florida and Tampa, it's like, oh, you're in one, right?
You play Tampa, us, Carolina usually.
Good luck.
Heads up, you better put a little SPF on. Malkin one day went out. Malkin the one time, remember?
Yeah.
He was on the jet skis the day before, and he had to.
He didn't play.
He couldn't even put his gear on in pregame skate. He was so burnt.
No, didn't play that night.
Didn't play that night. No, yeah, he couldn't practice in the morning. They're like, I guess Malkin's got like 3rd-degree sunburn.
Who like made me? I think it was like a FNF. Remember? Yeah, like you would always have a sunburn like
on his forehead.
Like, no, yeah, a big forehead. Yeah. So when you can say he had his glasses on, like the glasses.
Hubie, talk about living in Florida. You've been there now. How many years is this? 8 years?
10
years, bud. Congrats. You started playing when you were 18.
19. So it's my 10th year, I guess. Like.
So, we had a nice little setup there in Los Olas, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Uppy took me under his wing, I would say. Like,
Hazy.
Yeah, your career really took off after Uppy left, though,
I mean, listen, our boy, hey,
Hubie, your career really took off after Uppy left there. Right?
hey, God bless our boy Jimmy Scoops. We miss him every day.
Oh, Scoopsy.
Jimmy Scoops had his fucking career years when he was in Florida.
Hey,
under my wing.
Yeah,
he did. He had 20.
He was
He had
scoring.
20 or something.
I'm
he
just
almost
joking.
got 20.
No, in 19.
No,
like we didn't finish or something.
No, remember he had 19 forever. And I was getting called up and down. Like I got sent down, he was talking about 19. Then I got called up again, he was still talking about 19. I'm like, Broadway, stop talking about it. He's like, I'm getting a new car. I'm going to get a sick ticket. I'm like, Scoopsy.
No, but I did want to ask you, Cafe Europa. Yeah,
that's a good. That's
the
a good
Obi
story.
House. The Obi House. I
Yeah.
always got a T-shirt that says the Obi House. The Obi House to our listeners, breakfast place. I mean, I think I probably took you there for the first time, right?
Yeah, you
Rodney
did. You
and
did.
Eli.
And we used to go because they didn't used to have breakfast at the ring, remember?
Yeah.
And then like we'd go there every morning.
Every
we got
morning.
our egg whites.
Little
He's got
egg
it.
whites. I
He
go
was
full
dialed
on
in. He was
pancakes,
dialed in.
get those
Yeah.
little sausage links. You know what I'm talking
But
about.
Do I ever?
Potatoes O'Brien.
Cafe Rope, but we still go.
Still go to that's the pregame spot.
Pregame
spot.
41 times a year.
When I came to play you guys, I was in St. Louis. Remember, I jumped in your car and I went for a pregame meal with you down in.
I
that?
remember it. Yeah.
I'm like, boys are like, where are you going back to the hotel? I'm like, not a chance. I'm going with Hubert. I'm going with Hubie. We're going down. I'm going to eat at my spot. This isn't, going for that chicken.
Hey, good pregame. Good luck tonight, Hubie.
Never seen that, eating pregame with
he-
it.
hey,
But
a lot of
Uppy
stuff-
could do it.
I know.
Yeah, a lot of
A
stuff.
lot of stuff up he did, not a lot of guys did.
Hubie, talk about the parking lot in
your
Sunrise.
car.
The boys, you
It
live
used
in
to be-
Florida, and I contribute this to winning a lot. Is like driving a great car.
I like that. I mean,
What kind
I
of
was
car are you
disappointed with the guys like last year. I was like,
Yeah.
our garage is not like,
It's not national
We
league.
need
It's
a
not
top,
national.
we need a
Yeah.
top-notch National League garage, boys.
you need like to, and especially we play in Florida. Like, it's like, and now this year the guy like
Stepped
stepped
it up.
up. I
See.
told you, like, Weeks got a
Weeks, he's got like 6 cars,
Aston
doesn't
Martin.
he? Oh, no.
Aston Martin, like the pace car. Like
He's got
it's
the
like,
pace
yeah,
car.
he's got the, He's
He
got
hangs the flag, the little checkered flag out of the back.
Yeah.
That's
What do you
so
call it? He's got
funny.
a spoiler.
Does he have the spoiler?
Spoiler
Oh, he's
on
going with the
it.
rocket,
It's
like a race rocket.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy because when I played Weeks, he didn't have any money. Like he couldn't even he just signed for whatever low money, and he's playing the jungle now. He's driving Aston Martin. That makes
Yeah, you
Oh,
gotta-
he's got the hair going with the little stash too. He's looking.
He's
pretty
playing sick,
badass.
man. He's playing
Yeah,
sick.
he's sick actually. But yeah, we got a Barky got a Ferrari.
What are you driving?
I got a Ferrari too.
Ferrari. Which one?
The F8.
F8?
Spider. Obviously convertible. We got
What color is it?
Blue.
Ah, I like the blue. Hey, I'm a blue guy.
Yeah,
I still
I
got
like
the blue Alpina. Hey, Obes,
Oh,
fucking-
this
Still
thing
have it. I love
still-
that car.
Thank you.
I like that car.
doesn't even have Bluetooth, Hubie. We're driving to LA. I'm like, hey, plug your phone in. He's like, it doesn't have Bluetooth. I'm like, this is a National League here.
I like that car.
I bring the
drove it.
speaker in there, eh?
No.
I the little JBL. That's what I bring in there, and I just blast.
We
it.
used to have to drive to LA for our podcast, and I'm like, so he's like, sorry, Obes, we got to listen to radio here or whatever. But he's got a sick Bronco.
Oh,
Tell him about your Bronco.
I got the '69 Bronco that I redone. It's
Oh,
I had it
badass.
done in St. Louis. It was my retirement gift to myself.
I think I remember you told me about it, but
It's sexy, bud.
yeah,
Guess what color?
blue.
Blue.
Makes sense.
It's the blue. It's the blue Betty.
You gotta send
I call her
me-
Brittany.
Send me a picture.
I call her Brittany.
Brittany?
She's Brittany Blue. Hey, so I couldn't help but notice you got all your family here. You flew in yesterday. Little PJ action or
Yeah, it was
Very
cool. Thanks to Vinny.
Vinny
I mean,
Viola?
the
Shout out
owner.
to your
Shout
owner.
out to Vinny. It was a
Wow.
really nice
Him
of him. Like,
Him
you
and
know,
Doug Sifu offered the plane for you to come here. That's first class.
yeah, it is first class, and
Was
I
Thordy?
appreciate
Did
it.
Thordy bump a ride on there?
No, he didn't.
He didn't?
He probably
He probably
wanted
flew on his
to,
own bird.
but I don't know. Yeah, he's probably got his own PJ.
Yeah, we're hoping to maybe run into old Sean Thornton here at some point.
Yeah,
We love
he's
Thordy.
management now.
He's man. Oh yeah, he's
Hey, he's turned into full
He
manager.
doesn't have time anymore. I
Yeah.
haven't seen him
He's
actually
the
in so
brass.
long, and I haven't
because
seen
he's
him
on the
in-
golf course probably.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. He's probably busy.
I think he's
Probably
killing it
busy.
though, right? I think he's doing a great job, right? We talked to him
Well,
in New
you
York.
look at the Florida Panthers. Look at the way their team plays. Look at the way the building's getting filled
Yeah.
up. Yeah, that's a lot to do with Thordy.
Hubie, I want to ask you about Jumbo. What's he like every day coming to the rink? That guy's still that's got to motivate you guys to even want to, win one for him, right?
Great, greatest guy.
Yeah.
Ever. He loves everyone. Like, he just comes to the rink and he's like, he always worked hard. I mean, he's like he skates on days off. He goes and skates,
Yeah.
skates every day. And he's like, what else am I gonna do? He just loves the game. It's his passion. And he's just, I'm actually sitting on the plane with him. Like, we're playing a little poker
Nice.
beside me. And we're just
God, I
like
missed
having
that seat
good
next.
laughs.
I missed that seat next to you. Thordy, if it's a good guy to take it, it's Joe
Yeah,
Thornton.
hey, Jumbo, you can have my seat, bud. You can have my seat.
No, he's just a good guy. Even if he's like, he's 42, but he's like really respectful, like to the
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
and stuff. And he's like just a good guy, a human being to be around him.
Is Weeksy playing poker?
He is, but
can't be-
he's
he can't be-
having some tough.
He can't
time.
be a good poker player.
He actually
He's
did
like
it-
me. He can't be a good
Does he
one.
bluff?
His last road trip, he came back, but he was having a tough one. He was almost gonna quit the game. But
was?
We had to make sure he was gonna win.
Talk him off the ledge, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Hubie, we appreciate you taking
Yeah,
your
man.
time. How did the skills comp go, bud? The skills comp was a little earlier today.
Yeah, we had a little issue there.
Did you have a little issue?
New gloves.
Were you
I'd
feeling
say new gloves. I say new
Are they the
gloves.
All-Star gloves?
Yeah, but I could have used mine, and they told me after when I got there. Whatever. That's not an
You
excuse.
blame it
I
on
was
the gloves,
terrible.
UVA.
Hey, when you're leading the league in scoring,
I'm kind of embarrassing when they're
going
gonna show that.
the skills competition. Hey, I lead the league in scoring. Hey, boys, don't worry about it.
That's great. Well, Hubie, you're one of my favorite young kids
Yeah, we're pulling
that
for
I
you
got
guys.
to play
We're
with.
pulling
And
for you, bud.
I'm proud to see you doing well, and I hope the Florida Panthers make a huge run. I know Obi's got you guys to.
I got you to win the Atlantic, so get the
Yeah.
Atlantic for me. Okay, I got some cheddar on that,
Yeah.
and tell my boy Weeksy I'm coming out there when you guys are in playoffs, and tell him to dust that credit card off because he owes me a few dinners.
All right,
So let Weeksy
we'll
know,
let
but
him know.
We're pulling for you, buddy. We appreciate you taking time out of your day, Hubie, and keep killing it, fella.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Appreciate
pal.
it. Thank you.
What an atmosphere they've set up for the boys, Mr. O'Brien.
Back out. Cheers, buddy.
Hey,
There you go.
We want to introduce our friend,
The sun
the
just
man,
got
the myth,
a
the
little better-
legend,
little
Mr.
better
Andy
looking.
McLaughlin, Mac L. To our listeners out there, Mac, you're a reoccurring name that pops up on our podcast. A lot of good stories, a lot of legendary stories. Some of my best times in traveling and living in New York and fucking learning the way of life has been through this guy. But Mac L, thanks for joining us on the Missin Curfew fella tour. Do you got your badge? You get your badge?
Yeah, it's in my jacket, which is right next to Flowers, who's napping.
Flowers his tits up. Some guys just can't handle Vegas.
He's
That was the best. We had
he's a
Fans-
40-year-old man sleeping on a couch.
Fans,
in
you
the
are
Hard
now
Rock
witnessing
Cafe.
Larry Flowers. This is what he does. I tell you what, if I invite Flowers over to my house sometimes, he sits on my couch, he rubs his dog's nuts, and he fucking chews on his
look at the
nails.
Flowers cam.
Look at this guy. This is live, folks. This is 2 p.m. now on a Saturday.
Saturday in Vegas.
This isn't Sunday at Shane O'Brien's house where they get to just, shack up and watch a little football.
Yeah, I can't chirp about. I mean, I
This
would.
is Las Vegas.
I don't know if I'd shut her down at the Hard Rock couch. I'd probably
You know
go
what
back
I
to the
think?
hotel.
You know what I think we do, boys? We try to get a guitar out of these. Maybe grab like Jim Morrison's guitar and go down there with the speaker, and just fucking loud as I can play a riff, maybe AC/DC. Just play it right in his ear.
I don't know, but I didn't get my bet in this game. Fuck.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Live
DraftKings,
bet.
sorry, baby. DraftKings.
Live bet.
Oh yeah, good call. Good call.
So,
Where's
Mac L.
dinner tonight, boys?
Yeah, where's dinner tonight, Mac L? What do we think?
Carbone.
Carbone.
Treat
That's
ourselves.
nice.
Or I don't know. I think we want to stay light.
I don't know
for
if I'll
our
make her
last
out
one.
after Carbone, Hey, that was good at Nobu last night, the hibachi style. I've never done that there. I didn't even know they had that. I fucked up the reservation on the boys. I apologize.
Oh, Brian, you haven't fucked anything up.
I didn't know there's two Nobus in Vegas.
And there's
So
only
there's
a
two
couple
Nobu.
that have
That's their own
the
fault.
hibachi.
How many people show up to the fucking Caesars and they were supposed to be at Virgin?
They must have a few of them.
So no, we're at Nobu National League dinner. We got 10 guys.
There were some stories flying around that hibachi grill, wasn't
Our
there?
boy Kevin Conley would say that's a little too many dudes, eh?
We've been rolling heavy dudes.
How many dudes? 10? That's a little too many dudes. But
A lot of dudes,
boys,
bro. A lot
it
of
was a
dudes.
Missin Curfew fellow weekend. Hibachi style. Little
We
Benny,
appreciate you coming in, buddy.
little Benny Hanna.
I wouldn't miss it. I mean,
Now that we got you, let's. How was Hank's weekend?
it was incredible. Yeah, I mean, it was obviously an honor to be included in the festivities, but it's really cool to see just how happy and honored Hank and Therese were. They were just so thankful that they could get their friends and family from home. And I know that New York City gives Jim Dolan a hard time. I can't say a bad word to him because I've been on his
No, you've been
G6
on
a
his
couple of
plane.
times.
You've been on the World Series with
God
him.
bless him.
Back, I was like, I know what all this criticism's about. Pretty good guy.
But yeah, they I know Hank has a really good relationship with the Rangers and Dolan, and Dolan was able to take his entire friends and family from Sweden. They planned 4 days. A lot of planning went into it. Hank and Therese, they just wanted to create an amazing New York experience for all the Swedes that came over.
Yeah.
So everything from the the venues and the food and music, they wanted you to feel like you were a part of New York. And yeah, it was. I mean, Hank fucking knocked it out of the park. I don't know if
He looked good. He had how many different outfits?
I'll tell you what, I was gonna
he
say.
had.
How many different
Yeah,
outfits did he wear?
Let's
Yeah,
talk
he-
about the whole crew that was there. The pictures. I don't know if ugly people weren't invited or whatever, but your whole crew was looking sharp. Like Miles was looking sharp. You were looking sharp. Jay Liddell was looking sharp.
yeah, and all
You
the
can't have
Swedes
any
are
ugly guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I wonder why I didn't get the invite here.
That's fucked.
Taylor Kitsch. I mean, he was
Kitschy.
probably the ugliest guy there, but
I tell you what,
um,
Kitchy's a pretty good hockey player too. And
Yeah,
Shumpy's-
he can
his Shumpy's
scoot.
charity game. I was
Yeah, he
impressed
can
with Kitchy.
scoot.
He
Yeah,
will
he's
lay down and block a shot for his team.
Yeah, like you hear actors, right? They're good hockey players. Like, yeah, okay.
no, he's no.
He's
He,
good.
I mean, he played in the BCHL.
Yeah, he's good. Kreider,
He's having a year.
he's having a year.
Kreider's
Just a
having a year.
beast.
Mackel, as far as the music went for the weekend, any solid music? Like what was in and around the music?
It was cool. So the way they teed it up was they had a welcome dinner on Thursday for everybody, and then Friday was the ceremony and the game. Live camera.
Flowers can.
And so the entire crew had a suite up in the. I got a text from MSG with my ticket, and it was section 309. I'm like, holy! I've never even I didn't know there was a
You're
309.
like, am I putting the jersey up myself?
So I started looking on StubHub. I'm not sitting. All these years I've been going to MSG. I'm
You're
not
sitting in
sitting.
Dolan's
I'm not
box.
sitting next to the fucking guy that comes out and takes his tarp off every third period.
that paints Rangers
Yeah.
on his chest.
But yeah, no. It turns out we were in a suite right by where they raised the jersey, and they dialed in a sick after party at Boom Boom Room, which I know Uppy's familiar with. At least the restrooms there. I don't
bathroom.
even know if he's been to the bar. He just goes right to the bathrooms there.
Great bathroom.
Oh, they got the floor to ceiling windows in there.
Yeah.
Bathroom. So
Yeah,
and
it's-
you got the whole skyline and right down Hudson. Hey, Mackel, great.
Yeah, it's an incredible room.
You're a beauty.
It's a boom boom.
And then Saturday was Hank and Teresa's 40th birthdays. That and Dolan took care of that also.
Is her
at,
birthday on the same day
at
or
the
just
Flora Room? Shout out Flora Room.
Shout out.
Um,
Is her birthday the same day or just similar?
just it's
close.
coming up.
Yeah,
And that was black tie, like James Bond.
Brent Upshaw.
Someone must have stuck flowers at the tab at Nobu last night. Guy can't afford a hotel room.
Oh, this is great. I won't tell you where we were, but flowers are
Brento, you have no idea.
the
All of
first
a
two
sudden,
bottles,
Flowers
and then
fucking- all of a
he's like,
sudden his Venmo doesn't work. All
who are
of a
those
sudden,
people drinking the tequila? I'm like, listen, buddy. Chintzy on who's drinking the tequila.
It was a debit card, first of all. And somebody that we were with a friend who was nice enough to swap out his debit card who picked
Yeah,
up
a
the
guy
tab.
that has a lot more shazich, as Cooley would say, than flowers.
What was the atmosphere last night, boys? Like, well, like I took off. I hit the card table. Like,
It was
a lot
buzzing.
of
because
energy.
The Pro Bowl's here, right?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a-
lot
Yeah,
of
it was,
energy.
I mean, even
There's a big
even
fight tonight too, I think.
even outside, like
Yeah,
on the
Beavers,
walk
Flowers.
over here. I mean, every place is packed.
I fucking watched that one.
It's cool to see all the hockey fans too. Like this has turned into
This is
with-
the best place to
like
have
a
any sort
really
of event,
great hockey city.
especially a boys' weekend.
Yeah, I'm pumped for
For the fella tour, Mackel.
Bellator. Well, maybe we put Eichel's home opener on the Fella
Oh
tour.
yeah, for sure.
Speaking of Jack Eichel, we had a great chance to sit with him yesterday.
See, that's what Kreider does all the time. Just goes in net like that.
Jack looks good, looks in shape,
Good
looks,
style.
looks happy.
Big
Yeah.
Great style. We talked about
Good
this.
style.
We're going to show the fans this interview later if they're lucky. Listen, he's one determined individual. He seems
Yeah.
happy, seems in a very good place.
Love the kid. Love the kid. Yeah, he's motivated. I'll tell you what, Vegas Golden Knights fans, he's motivated.
Yeah, he's going to
Yeah.
be
You get a
snapping.
healthy, motivated Jack Eichel,
He's a
Heads
beast
up.
too. Yeah, he's a
heads
beast.
up.
It's been so long since
And
he's
for
played.
you,
I think we forget.
you got
just-
Vegas.
Just how fucking
Dude.
great of a player.
It's
Yeah,
so
and
fun.
also-
It's so funny you say that. I said that to him last night after dinner. I said, you know what, Ikes? I don't know if you need motivation, but I'm like, everyone has forgot how good you are.
I know.
Everyone has forgotten. He's like, oh, I know, Obes. I know. So he is. I got goosebumps just talking about it.
Rick Rowley, our boy.
Rowley, mixing the water, bud.
Hey, get your beers here. Get your beers here.
Rowley, am I looking a little chunky, buddy? It's like camera adds 10 pounds. How many cameras are on you?
No, but for Ikes just to come to a market where there's so much passion, like they've only been in the league 5 years now, and you can just see walking around when you've got the blackjack dealer, one of whom won 23 of 26 hands against me yesterday wearing Knights jerseys.
So you play blackjack like me. Fuck, you're good at selfies. Hey, isn't he good at them?
This is tough lighting in here. I was good at him. I'll give it one more try.
Okay. Give her one more try. Suck it in.
There we go, boys. Hey, got to get a selfie of the fucking.
I got the old fucking whiskey face going. A couple Eichel jerseys in the crowd already. I noticed there at the skills competition.
One guy actually had an Eichel jersey with the fight strap tied to his jeans on the way into the skills competition.
Fuck, you never know when you're gonna get in one. I guess, eh?
A lot of I saw Medano
Mikey Mole,
jersey, the old school, the Minnesota,
great tarp.
unreal.
When I came in the league, there was the one guy I was like, I can't wait till I see what Mike Modano looks like when he skates around.
Oh yeah,
And
It's so funny.
the
to say that.
tax.
immediately when you see number 9,
Yeah, and the
fucking
tax
blue
and
and
the-
green, you're like, fuck.
It's so funny you say
Those
that. Ups.
fucking tax boys, and the way the fucking
He was.
pants were just perfectly. It's
Perfect.
almost like he went and got him hemmed.
Yeah,
like
he had the
this.
sick style.
I
got
take
my
her up an
hands
inch,
down.
just right there.
Unfortunately, my favorite story about Modano is when I think it was Messier that took him out, and Sam Rosen, who's the color guy from for the Rangers, so they had to wheel Modano out in all of his gear. He was on a stretcher. Remember this when they were
Yeah.
bringing him into
And
the
he
ambulance and
finally-
they
they
dropped
dropped
him,
him, yeah.
and then Sam Rosen just like, oh my goodness.
They dropped him. We got a question for Mac L from Dustin and Dustin Harrison. Does Mac L skate anymore in Boston or New York City?
Thanks for the question. I have
First time caller, long time listener.
I have a brand new set. Hank gave me a full set of gear, brand new, everything. He doesn't give away his masks, so I have my own. It's been sitting there for maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. But I used to skate, and you guys skated on Wednesday night at Chelsea Piers. We had the same ice time. 8 p.m.
Good guys there.
Almost killed
Usually
myself
it's
first
because
shift.
there's only 2 sheets of ice, well 3 including MSG in the city. So if you want to play men's league, and there's maybe 7 divisions in their men's league there, but oftentimes you're playing against the NYPD on a Sunday night,
Yeah.
and they're coming to like they're coming in hard and fast on you,
Yeah.
and they stink. But so we were lucky to the guy who owns Chelsea Piers is a Yale guy, and was a big hockey fan. So one of the did you guys play with Ray Giroux? Did you guys ever?
Ray Giroux? No, I don't think
Really
so.
skilled D-man. If he was coming up now, he'd be a
Grand
star.
Rapids? No.
He played. He played in Minnesota, New Jersey, and then he ended up playing a bunch of years in Russia and made a lot of money. But anyway, so he and his brother coordinated these skates at Chelsea Piers. But so I haven't made it out there in a while, and one of the reasons why is because the best save of my life I wanted to retire on.
Yeah.
Which I think I've told the story.
Tell our listeners again, though.
Well, yeah, we were playing at a charity event in Boston, and for Bruins alumni and our friend Corey Griffin's foundation, and so there's a lot of good players like from in and around the Boston area that came out for the event. Actually, two funny stories about this. So Brian Leach, who's obviously a legend
in Boston,
but
doesn't mind his beers.
Incredible, just such a solid guy. So we go out the night before in Southie. Leachy just gets waffled, right? And we're counting. I mean, we're counting on Leachy because we're playing in the championship game the next day. Leachy, he doesn't make the opening drop. So we're down a man, and so we end up we end up third period where we're up by a goal, and Ray Bork is on the other team, and Jimmy Hayes, and Ray Bork is buzzing around like, I mean, he probably had 9 shots on goal in the last.
He's buzzing around like it's 1996.
Yeah. And next thing you know, Raymond is in the corner. I'm like,
Raymond,
this guy, he's a rover. He's a rover now, and he centers one to Hazy for a one-timer, and I make the save of my life.
You come across and make the save of Hazy,
and Jimmy's like, "Holy fuck!" And he had a hard time scoring after that. What's that?
Look at Brento's comment, and this is going to happen because I wanted to ask the fans what we should do to Flowers.
Brento says $100 for Princey to
$100 for fucking Princey to teabag Flowers. I'd say 500. I'll give Princey $500 if he teabags Flowers. Princey,
and hopefully he hasn't used his Manscaped stuff, right?
Oh,
Princey.
No, I think we need to do something on camera, like to Flowers now. Whether it's
maybe we could light his feet on fire.
No, I think we go a bucket of ice water.
Didn't Jimmy Hayes say about that save that it kind of changed the complexion of his career?
Yeah. I mean,
Scoopsy be like, I never fucking scored since that fucking save.
I mean, I think we became better friends for it, but yeah.
Princey,
let's cheers to fucking Hazy here, eh?
Yeah,
let's cheers to Hazy. Scoopsy.
Cheers.
Scoopsy put on.
He would have had a time.
By the way, he put on a fucking shift last year in Vegas with the boys.
That was hilarious.
Oh boy. Princey, my brother.
Okay, Gus says teabag sponsored by Manscaped.
Princey, my brother just said
Brento,
$100 for Princey to teabag Flowers.
Oh,
I said 500.
I was like,
I'll give you $500 right now if you go teabag Flowers. But we got to get it on camera, and it's got to be right on his fucking forehead.
And hopefully you didn't use your Manscaped. It's just like
you're tempting a desperate
man. You guys should be kissing my Harry Bean shop.
It's very tempting.
My name's Norm.
Pizza. I'm the pizza delivery guy.
Let me think about that.
Yeah, Princey.
Have that beer and think about it, but don't think too long. Actually, you have a while because he's going to be passed out for a bit.
Yeah, I went over.
I think me and you have switched, by the way. I was like, last year I was all over Flowers, and you're like, hey, be nicer to him. And now I think you're all over him, and I'm like, hey, sometimes you got to.
Do you blame me?
No, I don't blame you. I'm just saying I think we've done a role reversal in the last year.
Look at the guy. How old are you, Flowers? 42?
That's a guy that can shut her down anywhere.
It just brings down the energy.
Anyway, let's think of something great to do. I think we stick this fella's nutsack on his forehead, or we pour a bunch of ice water all over him on his fake Nikes. What should we do? I'd say we do.
I don't know.
China.
I'm just gonna stay out of this. I don't know. You do whatever you want.
Okay, good.
I mean, I'm in. I'm not going to say no.
Yeah. No, this is good. I say it's ice water, 100%. Hey, Binger, get the ice water ready.
Hey, speaking about Hank, though, that was the most time. I was telling me and Uppy talked about him.
We're
going to
break the
this
fucking
week.
internet.
And the most time I spent with him was at Shuppy's thing.
Yeah.
Right. I talked to Hank for probably an hour at Due West, me and him. I get it now why. Fucking just a great dude, man.
Yeah, it's
Good on the karaoke too. Good guitar.
Yeah, no, I think in retirement he's getting, more, comfortable with. He's the most competitive guy I've been around. I'm sure that anyone that played with him would feel the same way. Almost, and Hank would probably admit it almost to a fault where he was pretty tough on
himself.
Tough on himself, tough on teammates, but. And you guys know this certainly better than I do. But when you're playing in the league and you're in the spotlight, to when the lights go off, right? When you stop becoming a player to transition to the next phase of your life, I don't care who you are. It's a challenge.
It's a big challenge.
And I think that was what he probably was struggling with it for a little bit, just like what is next, but seems super happy with and like you saw, like he's opening up and getting himself out there, networking with people in and around the city.
What should we do to Flowers? Go. Yeah, and when he got up there, and I mean, Uppy can play the guitar, Luce can play the guitar. Fact that he can strum it too, but when Hank got up there and started strumming it with fucking Mark LaBelle, I was like, holy.
And Danny Clinch came on.
That harmonica.
By the way, the
Flowers
best photos of the night weren't just the ones from MacL. It was the ones backstage where they were practicing, like in this back room. It was LaBelle, it was Hank, and it was Danny Clinch.
That night?
Yes.
Oh,
and it was
wow.
before they all went out. They were doing a little rehearsal, and the pictures are just fucking super cool.
That's awesome.
It's real. It's
Danny Clinch got on stage with Eddie Vedder last night
for our boy Shuppy,
at Beacon Theater.
Yeah.
Eddie closed with Purple Rain. Yeah, I guess it was
first song I ever heard at a strip club. Purple Rain, Purple Rain.
It's funny that you knew that at 15.
Oh, first one. I'll tell you what strip club it was, the Cabaret in Belleville, Ontario. Rick Rowley, you've been there for sure, you greaseball. I walk in there, and this girl's got a purple blanket on. I haven't even know if I don't know, maybe I just see her up there, spread eagle. I'm like, Purple Rain, Purple Rain.
Al, we need more water than that. I'm talking a bucket.
He's going to be so choked.
I know, but I get to do whatever I want.
I know. He's on the fringe of, I think, actually snapping though, but I don't know. What do you think?
Snapping? He's been sleeping all weekend.
He missed the skills. He missed the live show.
Even when Princey says what's going on. Yeah,
I ain't sleeping.
Right, I'm not saying anything.
Is that what
I'm
he
not
said
arguing
at
with
7
you.
in the morning?
I'm
Was
not-
that I'm fucking, or that he has an issue with me or what?
No.
Okay,
Issue
so
with you. What?
no, what's he snapping? What's he going to snap on?
I think if we throw water on him, he might snap. That's all I was thinking. But I don't know.
No,
I
we're
would
breaking the internet, Obes.
devil's advocate here, but you can't just be sleeping on a couch in a restaurant in Vegas.
When we're
That's-
doing the show that
you're
he's
right.
supposed
You're
to
right.
be on.
You're
Thank
right.
you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm getting soft in my
You
old
are
days.
so fucking
I'm
straight
getting
to
soft,
our
Ups. I'm getting soft. You're right.
This is supposed
Hobie,
to be.
quit being the nice guy for once. You're right, Gus. I'm not that nice. Ask Uppy. He's fucking sick of my shit all the time.
Piercy, he started bouncing, talking about the rhino. He's still in party mode.
I'll tell you what, that rhino will take a bite out of anyone.
Took a bite out of my Amex.
Hey, Obi,
last 2 nights.
what's the plaza in Kingston?
I don't know. I've never been.
Oh yeah, so this is this is from Griffin. Let's tie his shoes together, hit him with water, and when he
Yeah.
gets up, he
Falls on his face.
I wonder if the shoelaces fall apart.
Griffin,
though.
you're right, buddy. I'm being soft as baby shit. Come on, let's tighten
The
it up.
guy's sleeping.
Princey's the nicest guy in the world, and Princey wants to do it to him.
Yeah, I know. If I wasn't worried about him punching me in the
What
face.
did Mac L say when he first met you, Princey? He's like, "Wow, you're much bigger than I thought you'd be."
Yeah, kind of like every single person is like, holy shit, you're huge.
So yeah, what was it like to meet him in person for the first? Did you guys embrace?
So
Embrace.
I was getting some ice for my room and stuff, and
At least we didn't get catfished. Eh?
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, fuck. This could go. Hey, Obi, this could go one or two ways here. This guy, he could be a fake.
Yeah.
Is he real?
Yeah.
You know, he comes
I
on our
know.
thing, but maybe he's got no legs.
I think I had a girl catfish me once from Calgary. Actually, to be honest,
See, I know that's what you're talking. That's what you got to worry
You
about.
know who you are out there.
I know you're watching. This.
Yeah, so I'm getting ice because me and the up dog venture play up. He goes, "Let's stop and pick up booze for the room." So we stop and pick up booze. I'm getting some ice. I see the Missin Curfew crew coming, and then I see this monster of a man.
They made me
with the,
hide
with the beard. I'm like, "Holy fuck, Princey!" So my reaction was a lot like yours. You are a big boy, and we have running joke at Hall Pass with the boys Binger and Maxie and Tucker. We're like, imagine Princey shows up, he's just like 5'5".
Yeah, totally.
What a shot! What a shot!
Pavelski, keeping it.
Do you have any folders, pictures of Mackel in the folder? Or do you think you can find any of that stuff back in the day?
Mackel doesn't quite have his own folder,
but he's got some.
I've got a fella folder.
Yeah.
So that's
Here, let me get a couple pictures here. There'll be late night Mykonos photos. So I'll show you these.
They're kind of the one-offs, you know, the guys that got a couple of them, but I don't have a full folder. Flowers does have a full folder.
Can we get?
How do we keep this on the microphone? Someone bring me a mic.
Oh shit! This man just mentioned catfish.
Can you bring me a mic, Max?
And Beretta in a sentence.
Yeah. We can wait.
Princey with dummy flowers.
Princey with dummy flowers. Yeah, I would, Steve.
I probably would actually.
Sly after a few nose beers. Guaranteed. I spent a few nights at the Ale House and stages. Yeah, I had one good night at stages actually when I was a rookie. Shout out to Brett Kaluche. I don't even know if I can tell the story on this podcast.
That good?
Yeah. So should I tell it?
Oh,
that's
what I
see, someone cross-check someone.
Hey, kids, you see that? Pavelski, go to the net. You don't even get hit anymore, as Obes would say.
No, you can
go to the net. You'll score. You play till you're 40. Watch
These are the
Pavelski.
two smallest goalies in the league, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I was talking to you about that. The skills. I cheer for this.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here's our boy Wilson. Guy's a stud. Yossi. Oh, that wasn't Yossi. Oh, there's only one Yossi. There's only one Roman, boys.
So when it comes to hockey, you obviously were cheering for the Rangers when Hank, but now you're still a Bees guy, right? Or
yeah.
Red Sox
I mean,
guy, but-
yeah. I'm not like a diehard Bruins fan. I obviously grew up watching. Every Bruins game, I'd be in my parents' bedroom where I would sing the national anthem with Rene Rancourt and play goal in front of the fireplace. Yeah.
Isn't that what he would do after?
Yeah, no, he does a big pump now.
Oh,
he's a little much these days. Or actually, I think is he still with us?
I don't know.
I think they took him out
I
to
think
pasture.
he retired. Yeah.
Yeah, they got
They took him to the Clue Factory.
Yeah, they took him to the Clue Factory. But people in Boston are so fucking crazy that they would hire this guy to come sing the national anthem at their weddings and at bar mitzvahs.
Yeah. He was like the Bruce Buffer of Boston.
Yeah. It's
Obi, you ever been to a bar mitzvah?
No.
I've been to one.
Yeah, is that where they?
Kotlowitz's kid.
Oh yeah, Jason. You know what? I gotta call that kid back. Actually, he's texting me. Jason, sorry, I got back to you.
No, I got to call him too. Actually, he's a good.
He's a great kid.
He's doing an event in Chicago
Yeah.
that we all need to be part of.
Yeah,
Missin
yeah.
Curfew. By the way,
Tell you what,
it's
Chicago's
a
not like it
party
used to be.
though.
It's a party. It's a party. It's a party.
Chicago is I mean, when we went out, so thanks for taking me out. But we went to the Notre Dame game in
Thanks for
the
coming. Are you kidding me?
in the fall, and when we checked into the hotel, they advised us not to walk to the bars, that we needed to line up
Don't walk
transportation
around by yourself
because of all the violence. Chicago,
Speaking
like
of violence,
the highest
let's go
murder
be
rate.
violent over there
Yeah.
with this flowers. Who wants to wear this mic? Because we got to record some of this shit. Mackel, you're in.
What am I doing?
Me and you are gonna go fucking hose flowers down and just put this here.
He's gonna fucking lose his mind.
We'll give him a fella.
Tell the Brett Kluche story, Obes.
We'll give him a fella T-shirt.
Nathan, I don't even know if I can tell it on this pod, bro.
Just like this.
But Kluche, you're a monster. Boys, what's the plan after the show? I tell you what, Matisse, I gotta have a little shudder, I think. Unless I
Yeah.
keep drinking these Crown and Diets, then maybe I won't.
I want the boys to have a sleep because I'm ready to go tonight.
Are you going tonight?
I'm ready to go tonight. Yeah, it pained me to go back last night, but
Yeah,
I had
no.
to get done.
Yeah, you were.
I need some
I
cameras.
had to
on
edit.
real
this.
pro.
I had to edit the clips.
Like,
so
yeah, but
I had to
even
do it.
just your
Yeah,
phone for
No,
Instagram.
I didn't mean to sway the up dog, but he followed me.
The up dog, yeah,
He's a pro
He's a
last
pro,
night.
yeah.
Like,
Up dog's really coming into his role here at
I
Missin
need-
Curfew.
We need to put this on pause.
Up dog just wants to fuck with Flowers. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm thinking I probably need to be recording this.
Do you want me to just hold the fort here, keep the airwaves going? Any questions for me here, boys?
We got a camera on Flowers.
Where's A Hall? Can we get A Hall in here?
Okay, we're
A
good.
Hall, come here. Where is he? Here we go, Uppy. Hey, Hall, have a seat here, bro.
Drum roll. Drum roll.
He's gonna snap.
This is going to be
My
hilarious.
man,
We're
this
gonna
is
get
the
him,
man, the
boys.
myth, the legend, Albert Hall. Is
What's
this the
up,
first time you've
fellas?
ever sat down with us, I think? Or
I
what?
think it is. Yeah.
Mac Daddy. Let's go.
I just
We
want
got
to
to
thank,
see this.
thank
We
you
gotta
for
see
everything
this.
you've done. NBA Summer League. This is your home away from home here, brother, right?
Home away, man. Vegas.
I gotta wait
This
for
is
my boy
spent a
Mac.
lot of time here,
It's
but
tough.
nothing will top the
can't sleep
flowers
in Vegas,
cam and
baby.
the ice
No sleep
bath.
in
Hey,
Vegas.
the flowers cam was a nice touch,
Yeah,
bro.
that was great.
This is not going to go well.
This is too
Everyone's
funny.
chirped me about being soft, but what'd you think of the skills competition as a hoops guy? You
Hold on,
you-
let's see this. Let's see this.
All right.
Oh my god.
Let's get you a fella t-shirt. Let's get you a fella t-shirt. Oh, he's a good sport. That's how you wake up, folks. That's how you wake up right there.
You look great. I'm gonna eat one.
He goes, we may have our first fight here at Missin Curfew.
Can we get
Oh,
this
my
guy a fella
goodness.
t-shirt?
You're dead. You're dead. He says, you're dead. He goes, flowers cam.
Oh,
He hates Uppy right now. Such a dick
Tell
move
me
it
that
had to be
word.
Scotty. He has 50 years
Was
of
that
buying him
live?
drinks and dinners.
yeah. Look at the live cam. Look at this right here. Oh, please tell me this isn't the best TV you've ever seen. Oh, God.
Oh, the flowers cam. That was clutch.
Did you get him right? You got him good by the looks of
I
it.
emptied
Oh, the
whole
poor
bucket
bartender. I go, you got towels? He says, oh, yeah, I got towels. You do whatever you
off.
want.
Listen, I got him good, boys.
Oh, man.
Look at that barrel on flowers.
From listener
that's
Gus,
a good
thank you.
barrel.
Is he going back to bed?
Hey, Flowers, get your merch, bud. Get your
Hey,
merch.
buddy,
Let's
give him a
put
fella
this-
shirt. He's on the fellow tour officially now.
Flowers, get over here and sit down with the boys.
There you go. You had to wake him up.
Oh, my God.
That's got to be a good wake up, though. He went like this, boys. He went. Is this?
Oh, he goes, you're
Too
dead.
much.
You're dead.
The flowers
Oh,
cam.
look at
This is the best
sign.
TV I've always.
Now we need to have Princey work his magic. Get that thing out there.
Flowers
Oh,
just
yeah.
going to
Yeah.
soak
That's
you with
gonna
a
work
fat
his
bill at Omnia tonight.
Hey, sorry, but
Griffin,
I
how
came
did you
late-
know
I
we
came
were
late
going
to the
on here
party
tonight?
'cause I was busy. Sorry, guys, but have we introduced Al Hall?
I just did, yeah. That's the first time we
This
sat
is
down with the
man,
boys.
Listen, people, this is the man behind the idea to dump flowers with water. He's the man behind this whole production, Hall Pass Media. We thank
He's
you
the
for
guy.
everything.
He's
Right
the guy.
on.
By the way,
Yeah,
Al,
you guys are great.
there's no secret out there. You've taken this thing to the next level for us. You've taught us the way of the media world. Everything you do for us, we thank you.
What do you got to say to the fans?
No, man. Hey, it's easy when you guys are natural. You know, the flow is authentic. It's there, and I think we talked about it at the studio. It's like, let's have some fun doing it. You know, and obviously we got a lot to learn, and we're learning as we go. But I think the strides this year have been impressive. You know, I mean, look, we've had a lot of fun. We got some good partners, you know, working with us now. DraftKings has stepped up. Obviously, everybody, Good Life and Manscaped and Canadips, and you know, it's been great. So I think what we're trying to do now is just like obviously grow some followers, some friends, some fans, and I think the word is getting out. You know, it's been, as Mackell was just saying, like the buzz around here and in Vegas has been phenomenal. You walk around with your Fella gear, people are chirping you, and you know, hey, how do I get one of those? We got new merch coming up on the site on Monday, so we rounded up some merch. We got some of the All-Stars rocking it this morning, so that was cool.
Yeah, the
but
merch was a good call.
yeah, it's been great. I mean, you guys, you know what you're doing and have fun, and I think that's one of the things we've talked about with the new TV deals with ESPN and TNT and whatnot. They want to know about the players, man. They want to tell stories. We need that shoulder programming. I think Missin Curfew is right in the sweet spot.
And the boys at Hall Pass Media, man, you got some boys that keep their nose down and keep working hard, brother. If I worked as hard as your guys at Hall Pass Media, I would have a few more bananas in the bank.
Hey, they're monsters.
Every time I come in there, they're working. Hey, they're working.
They're working. Playing. You'd be throwing backhand sauce in this game right now.
But hey, Hall, you're the man, man. You guys are. Got a good. It's a family feel at Hall Pass.
It is,
which is cool, you know.
You know, we love get out on the road too. You know, this is a little different. We're used to, yeah. We're get out of that office a little bit more, right? But no, it's great, man. And Vegas is our second home, so we know this area pretty well. I have a lot of good times out here in the summer with the summer league and whatnot. So we've been out here doing this for 19 years now. This year will be our 19th year. So
yeah, the NBA Summer League, what an event, and what a what a thing you've built. Can you talk about? We're building a little podcast here, one bucket of water at a time. Can you dive into the birth and the creation of what the Summer League has turned in? And for fans, it's the NBA Summer League. It's a place for these young players to come and do a tournament every summer and showcase themselves. And the teams all bought in, the league bought in, and just what that production's like.
Yeah, no, it was great. I mean, we joke around. We had 6 handshakes and a box of flyers. That was pretty much what we had. And I put inflatable people in the stands. You know, there was no one there, right?
Kind of like COVID back then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
you take him back to your room after?
We needed Larry Flowers back then, man. Come on. But that was great.
Take one of those inflatable girls back with me.
Jeez, you guys are really onto something.
Yeah.
Come on, honey. Come on, baby.
But no different. I mean, just a lot of hard work and fun. But getting all 30 teams, and then ESPN stepped up and came on board, and that really, grew our event. We went into 2 gyms and whatnot. But it's like anything else. If you're having fun doing it, it's not as hard to work, right? Mean, it doesn't seem like it, but don't kid yourself. You're busting your ass the whole time.
And now you're a bit of a hockey guy.
I'm loving it.
I love getting your texts about watching the game. You're like, hey, this Dylan Larkin's a beast. Or you'll text me about my car, man. This my car's sick.
Yeah,
so
I know.
We got you watching some puck.
Look, I used to watch puck quite a bit. Early in my sports marketing days, I did a bunch of stuff with Ovechkin back in the day when he first came in. And, then it was kind of moved on from it. But, I've been with the boys like Shane. I mean, I knew Shane when he was a rookie, right? And down in Newport Beach, Summerlicious days, and all of a sudden I got Kunitz working the door, and Penner's ready to
Penner and Perry,
take somebody
Penner
out.
And Perry are in the finals against Ottawa, so Penner's living at Lupul's, and Loops moves back in, and then I'm like, I'm coming. I'm sleeping in the fucking garage. Air mattress in the garage, trying to close broads. I'm like, this is, I'm not up dog here. This is hard, but anyways. A-Hall Summerlicious party. It was unbelievable. Penn shows up with a beard and Paris. They stayed for an hour, right? Because they had game 3 or something.
Right.
But that summer, dude, you give out T-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
It was unbelievable.
The final frenzy. We went on, and I actually seeing Georgie Peros last night. I remember those guys bringing the cup into the Blue Beat down in Newport. That was good times.
Yeah.
But, that was great. It just, all the hockey guys got a great vibe down there, has for years, right? Totally. And I think we're talking about doing some fun stuff down there in this summer. We got a couple ideas popping right now, so stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Metro.
It's going to be the first annual Aspen Missin Curfew hockey extravaganza too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
wellness.
we have laid a pretty nice little implant in the city of Aspen. We've been taking it, taking a chunk out of Aspen every time we go up there.
You guys take a nice chunk out of Aspen.
And we got a
And
Zamboni.
Aspen takes a nice chunk out of your Amex too.
We've got a Zamboni. Keep the streets clean.
Yeah, shout out to Sheldon. I finally met that guy. He's a beauty. You guys
Yeah,
are right.
He's a stud.
Good
His
dude.
wife, Katie,
Yeah,
right?
she's awesome.
Nice people.
Colorado
shout out.
Extreme Minor Hockey Association.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing thing that they're doing out there. So it was a passion project for them to start this program. Problem with Aspen is that when you're an athlete, if you're not a skier or
like trust fund baby,
or no, but just it's hard because you have to leave when you're 12, 13 years old
to be competitive.
Regardless of the sport, but especially hockey. So he's trying to build a program where, they're bringing in good coaches, and he had his idea and his vision was to, include that there's a big Hispanic community out, like just outside of Aspen. A lot of girls that were looking to get involved in hockey, and he was hoping to have, I think, 75 kids was his goal, and he already has 400 that have signed up.
Wow.
So big plans that Scotty and I hope to be involved with, just from a philanthropic
input situation. I like a good sauna, cold tub. And I
You went to the
I like a
rink.
nice cold plunge, just like Flowers just
Didn't
had.
you went to the rink, right?
I think Flowers left.
He can't handle it. He's going to go have another nap.
Every party in Chirpin said he can't afford a hotel room.
Yeah, the boys are
That's my brother.
Oh, yeah, your brother, yeah. How about this? We got a final.
We need Obi Uppy, Lloyd Christmas, and Harry Dunn.
Million bananas on that
That's
one.
$1 million
right
for the
Hi,
boys.
Harry Dunn.
I would have never bet the Metropolitan Division, but
we got
Freddie.
There you go.
Freddie, send that to Missin Curfew.
We
Our
got
address. What's our
worms.
address up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take that check. Hey, bud.
By the way, we have an interview with Freddie coming up. Yeah, we sat down with us yesterday. We're going to roll out with a few of the interviews, and then next week we're just talking to boys. We're gonna do some double headers. So put them out on the channels and have 2 interviews per episode.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice.
Hey, thank you for that set yesterday. You set up. That was National League, and all the boys came in. I had a little bit of a meltdown on Friday night, right, or Thursday night. I was like worried about the boys coming in and having to wait around. And dude, you crushed it. We came up sitting on the patio. They came in. You got the swag bag. It was National League. It was National League. So
It worked out real well.
every guy loved it. They were like super easy. There was it was awesome, boys. So
Big couple weeks ahead for us. We're the Fella Tour continues. The next stop,
Fella Tour, baby.
The Fella
Right
Tour. The next stop is in Scottsdale for the Waste Management Open, and we're going to be bringing you a couple live interviews with some of the world's best golfers.
Yeah. Then we go to Super Bowl
at the nation's best golf tournament for Vibe.
We're going to be on hole 17.
It's going to be an
Thanks
epic
to our
time.
good
Yeah,
friends at DraftKings.
DraftKings set up a beautiful sports book, and we're going to be able to fire bets in birdie or better.
Birdie or better.
If it's us playing, it's probably bogey or better.
What's not you?
The Bird's
I was just
Nest?
telling those beauties from Chicago about your golf game.
Yeah.
You hit it like 320,
Is
right?
the
Senior Tour. That's Scotty, right?
Is the Bird's
I
Nest?
told my caddy
That's the Uppy. That's the bar outside, right?
The Bird's Nest is outside. We're going to go see. There'll
Bird's
be.
Nest.
You know who's playing there?
are.
Diplo. No, Diplo's playing. We're going to go see Diplo Wednesday night, Obes.
I'm in.
At the
I know
Bird's
you are.
Nest?
At the Bird's Nest.
For all you listeners out there that don't know this golf tournament, the first time I went down there, you show up and there are kids that are absolutely crippled.
Hey, Hall, have you ever been to this?
I have not.
You were,
I know it's legendary.
You were we've been to a lot of music festivals where you see some fucked up people, but you will not see drunker human beings than you will see at this golf tournament.
I've heard.
It was.
They do they get out of there. They're just like.
They get out of there. That's out of there at noon. I mean, they get.
Yeah, because they have to get there at like 6 to get like their
little spot. Yeah. By the way, just a quick on that. Shout out to DraftKings. You know, they're letting us stream live today.
I was
on
just
the
going to say
DraftKings
that, brother.
channels.
I was just going to say that.
They got us set up at Waste Management. We're going to the Tom's Tavern for the Super Bowl next Saturday. courtesy
They're
of
the best.
DraftKings,
They're the
and then on
best.
to Nashville. Right?
Yeah.
Where's Tom's Tavern? Where are you guys? Where
Place in Hollywood.
That's
We
LA
gotta go.
Live.
Yeah.
LA Live,
Is
isn't
it
it?
LA Live?
LA
Oh, is
Live.
that where
I
we're
think
at?
it's
Yeah.
LA Live.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
What are we
yeah.
doing for the Super Bowl?
Well, you're coming to the DraftKings party.
We're
and I
going to
think
K-Wash.
K-Wash is
Okay.
having a
Yeah,
party.
shout out K-Wash.
There you go.
Atlas Power, no free ads.
Shout out K-Wash. My boy Mitch Berger.
Atlas Power, baby.
My
Atlas
boy
Power.
Mitch Berger, who is a puncher in the NFL, won a Super Bowl. I party with him in Vancouver all the time. He's playing Riv the other day, and it's getting ready for the Genesis Open. So,
It's in good shape.
and I didn't even know he knew K-Wash. And I just see a video of this guy. He's like, I made a fucking eagle. I'm like, it's K-Wash. Eh? Like, I'm like, how do you
I
know
gotta
that
meet
beauty?
this guy.
If he
Oh,
made an
man.
eagle, that's quite impressive.
On
You
10.
can't-
On
yeah.
10. He chipped in on 10. The short par 4. Yeah.
Wow, what a hole.
Yeah.
Jack Nicklaus says it's his favorite par 4 in the world. Tough fucking hole, too.
Tough
It's
course.
hole. It's about 300.
Yeah,
it's only 300 yards, but the green is like a fucking, it's a little sliver. Not
K-Wash is the only guy to ever get let in and put on probation from the time he accepted his membership. Is that
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Right
yeah,
off
yeah.
all right, we'll let you in, but you're
By
already
the way,
probation.
they run a tight ship there at Riv.
Yeah.
It's a tight ship.
Takahashi.
Yeah.
Takahashi. If you watch Curb, you would know how tight of a ship Mr. Takahashi runs. Well, this is great. Do we have any interviews to throw this to, Maxie?
Yeah, we're
Or
gonna
what are we thinking? The boys, I need to take a piss.
Yeah.
Someone get him a bucket.
Hey, big shout out to Michelle here at the Hard Rock.
Hey,
Keep
we love
setting
the
us
Hard
up.
Rock.
Yeah.
Hey, Hall, we love the Hard Rock.
We're going worldwide with the Hard Rock.
Hey, Hall, I want to
Hard
thank
Rock.
you for setting all this up, brother. We scrambled. I knew you get a tape.
We scrambled it.
I knew you get a tape
Yeah,
to tape, bro.
yeah.
I knew you get a tape.
We
to
didn't
tape.
scramble. This was set up perfectly from the get-go. Thanks, Hall. You and the
Oh,
team.
he killed it,
Maxie.
bro.
Yeah.
Tuck.
Our whole crew.
Tuck,
Binger,
like these
Binger,
Binger, where's
Frenzy.
Binger?
Binger's over here.
Binger, you're my guy, fella. I love
Yeah.
you. I love you. Hey, go Dodgers, bud.
Binger, I hope you got that on camera, bud. That whole Flowers episode, because that's going to break the internet.
Yeah.
Flowers, I think he's on a Southwest flight home. I think he's just left.
Good. I'm not paying for it.
Binger missed Steve Garvey as we're walking in. He had no idea who it was.
He needs some Yale.
Oh my goodness. Boys, I'm gonna jump off, but
Yeah,
hey,
hey.
thanks, man. Great,
Thank you.
great
We love
work.
you, brother. We
Way
love
to-
you.
Way to keep it together.
love
Love
you.
you too, man. Macel, thanks for joining us.
Hey, Hall, thanks for hosting.
We'll go see where
Yeah,
Flowers is at.
The Missin Curfew team has gradually got better on our road trips too, right?
100%. Oh my
We
goodness.
came out of the gate hot on our first one, but we've kind of turned into a little bit more pros.
Shout out to my boy Dave back in
Hey, Hall,
Newfoundland.
thank you,
Yes,
brother.
boy. We're crushing some beers for you tonight, boy.
Hey, there's boy, there's.
Ah,
I wouldn't have bet the Metro to win this. I'll tell you that. Okay, it's a crapshoot, right?
oh, Stoner. What a goal.
Are we gonna rock an interview here, Maxie?
So who won the $1 million?
The Metropolitan Division. Speaking of that, this guy has struggled. Did you see Marshall yesterday trying to say Metropolitan in the magic trick? Felt bad for him. Yeah, you saw that.
Yeah,
We're so proud to send the next interview to the All-Star winning goalie of the Metropolitan Division, Freddie Anderson.
stud.
Freddie,
Stud.
if you're looking to
calm.
invest that money somewhere
Yeah,
that you won, Missin
Freddie.
Curfew would be good to take that. We'll take
Freddie
that.
will
Freddie.
see
He's
you.
just he's just I love his game. He's so relaxed in there,
Dude.
and he's just he's one of the nicest,
He's one of the nicest
gentle
guys.
giants
Yeah,
I've
he really
been
is.
around.
And you know what? When Freddie first came over, he was built like myself a little bit. Like he was a big boy, and I watched how hard he worked to get to where he is. Like he's an ultimate pro, man.
Yeah,
And shout out to Scott Prohaska, his trainer, who trained me in loops. But Freddie he's an ultimate pro. And when he left Toronto and signed in Carolina, I was like, I knew he was going to succeed.
yeah.
Like it's a perfect spot for
I mean,
him.
he did great in Toronto, but it's just such a tough market where
Dude, I asked him that yesterday, and I saw it firsthand with Louis, and I was only in Vancouver for 2 years, and obviously we named Louis captain, Mike Gillis. I don't think that was the right play. But anyways, answer the questions every day when you're starting goalie every single
Yeah.
day. Like, I mean, I'm sure Hank went through it in New York to a certain extent. It's just like, leave these guys alone, man. Like, they don't want to answer your same question every day. Like, they have a hard enough job, you know? How's that piss? You got a rocket or what?
Fuck him. I gotta piss.
Max, let's roll an interview. Who we got?
And fans, we're sending it to Freddie Anderson.
Freddie is a beast.
O'Brien,
We got him.
one of our favorite
One of our
guys.
boys forever.
He's all scruffed up. He's looking good. He comes in rocking a Summit Discovery Land property sweatshirt. How nice is that? Is that a good life? That's a good life.
Very,
my
very
God.
comfortable.
They got
Good
good
life.
Gear.
Look at that.
They got good gear.
So you've been here a couple days?
Yeah, I've been here a few days. Got some golf in. Before,
How's the golf game?
It's started out good and it just went downhill.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah, it was nice.
Were you playing with any good golfers?
Yeah, a couple. Brett Ronick's a really nice golfer.
Okay.
Austin's usually good. He starts in the summer. He starts a little slow, but he works his way really, really
Does
good.
he have
works
mitts?
his way
Does
down.
Austin Matthews have mitts like
Oh,
he
yeah,
does in
he's-
front of the net,
yeah.
like around the greens?
He's got some good hands, and he's got a nice. He starts with like a Bubba Watson slice off the tee,
Yeah,
but then he
then he
works it in,
straightens it out.
straightens it nice into a little baby draw at the
I
end of
feel
the
like
summer.
you're only you're only good of a golfer as the guys you're golfing with.
Exactly, it's
And
all
you're
about.
only- and if they're having fun, you're having fun. But if the game's,
It's
starts
all about
slashing,
that. It's all about having a few drinks, having a good time, and having some good bets out there, and
How's his style? I figure he's got good style on the golf course, right?
Yeah,
34,
I mean,
he's got to have good
he's
style.
one of those guys. I feel like everything he does, it kind of works out for him. He's he's got a good style.
What was your golf attire at Summit this week?
We're
Did you
bundled.
just rock the t-shirts?
No,
probably, right?
we're bundled up pretty
Yeah.
good. Low long pants and I actually why I bought this hoodie. So that's we needed some extra layers out there.
Yeah, it got a little chilly here,
Yeah.
eh? Jeez, I didn't know
This is
that,
the coldest
that
I've ever
the
seen it.
boys were coming into Vegas. You got to heat this place up.
Yeah, we played Wednesday. We played the Win, and it was cold and windy, and it was just that was not a good time.
How's that track? I've never
it's
played. It
nice.
looks beautiful, though.
Yeah, really beautiful. It's cool that it's right on the strip, and you're teeing off, and you got all the whole skyline in the background. So
you've been here since Monday. How you holding up? You look good.
I'm good.
If I
yeah,
was here since Monday, I'd be
yeah,
dead, I think.
we had some good nights, but not. We took it quite easy last
Yeah.
few days. Got to get ready for the season starting up right after the game here. We go back to Toronto, so obviously want to be feeling good for that.
Freddie, I want to ask you, obviously new year, new team. Shane and I were big Freddie Anderson fans at the start of this year, really expecting a big year out of you. The start you guys had was incredible. You're here at an All-Star game again. What does it mean to have like this new life, new beginning in a new town, great team, good young players? What's that mean to you in your career?
It's been really nice. Just going through what I did last year, just been being a little hurt and not really playing up to what I could do. It's just been incredible getting a new chance in their organization, which has been awesome. They have a really fun team and really nice fans there. It's good, really good crowds. I'm just happy to be feeling good and playing again. To the level I know I can be at. So I think that's just appreciate that extra opportunity down there.
Does Rod the Bod just rock like no tarp in the room and stuff all the time, or what?
No, I think you got to get in early to catch his workouts. But he holds everyone accountable and he himself too. So
He
I
definitely
think,
leads a good ship.
Yeah,
you
he
can tell
does.
he
He
runs
does.
a good ship.
It does. I think one of my favorite things is that he's been. I don't think you can name anything he hasn't tried in this league, and he doesn't.
Broken nose or two.
Yeah, so even
He's
the
gotta
guys,
tell ya. Freddie,
even in between periods and stuff when we aren't feeling it, he doesn't come in and yell. He just tells us how it is, and we usually figured it out. So I think it doesn't. He has got a really good temperament with that stuff, and I think that's been what I've been most impressed with.
Freddie, I want to ask you about the media in Toronto, and the reason I want to ask is I saw it with Louis in Vancouver my 2 years, and being a number one goalie in that market, is it nice, refreshing for you to be in Carolina where you can just kind of play and you don't have to deal with, I don't know if the right word is nonsense, but of answering the questions day in and day out?
Yeah, I think there's definitely some nonsense.
Yeah, right. I mean, I saw it with Lou firsthand.
Yeah, I know.
Lou was so sick answering the same question over and over, and you're the number one goalie. It's like fucking leave me alone, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just part of it. It's just the nature of it up there, and there's so much interest for it. So there's got to be every reporter wants an angle, right? So you kind of. I don't blame him for answering all kinds of asking all kinds of questions. So they want to find something that sticks out too, right? And that's just how it goes. And obviously, the longer you're there, you get used to it. But it is different. I think I'm just happy of being back, feeling good and playing well. I think that's just so much fun.
Yeah. Freddie, I want to let our listeners know a little something here. You're part of a extraordinary group of gentlemen that have been living at the 600 and a hook Newport Beach residence throughout your career in Anaheim.
Yeah. We've all lived there.
With the likes of, we have Kunitz,
Penner.
Perry, Penner, Mr. O'Brien, Cogliano. Freddie Anderson.
Paul Mary, yeah.
Paul Mary.
Troy Terry.
Max Jones. What a list of guys. I think between Pears, Kunitz, and
I'll tell you
Obi,
what, it's time for a new couch in that fucking place. I can tell you that right now.
Hey,
Loops, it's time for a new couch.
Between Cooney, 4, Pens, 2, Pears, 1, close second almost last year. I mean, there's 7, 8 cups that were ran through that little condo of Lupul's in Anaheim.
Yeah, there's a few more things that ran through that condo too.
Yeah.
Don't you have a story of the one day, Obes, you were moved in there?
Oh yeah,
Freddie
I was living. Freddie was living in it during the season, and I was on just a weekend, right? And
Well,
I
it was
think
probably right after the season.
Yeah, I just moved in, I think, and Claude Lemieux, who's Freddie's agent, I hear a knock on the door.
Pepe, I love Pepe. What a
I
guy.
hear hello, and I'm like, "Fucking who is that?" I'm in my boxer shorts. I look down. There's Claude Lemieux in my living room. I'm like, "Pepe, what's going on, buddy?" He's like, "Looking for Freddie. He needs his mattress." I'm like, "Okay, it's in the garage." I'm like, "God knows what was down there." I'm like, "Oh God."
Or who was down there.
Yeah, I'm like,
Freddie, I got to say, I've always loved your game. I loved your competitiveness. I don't know if I've ever scored on you, but I always.
It's hard to score on.
Every time I used to skate by the fucking crease, I used to give you a little love tap in the back of the ankles. But
I appreciate it.
Hey, listen, you were always a great. Talking to a lot of your teammates, Trochi, they all love you. What you bring to the table. You were great to me. You took care of me. I went to Toronto on a couple BioSteel camps, and lo and behold, you were probably doing your goalie camps up in Winnipeg at the time. But fuck, you let me stay in your nice shack there at the Trump National. Jeez, if my feet fit you, I'd have about fucking 20 pairs of Air Force Ones to choose from to go to go out and hit Toronto with. But yeah, man, you're a great guy. I'm so proud of you, what you've been able to do. How many All-Star games is this for you?
This is number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah,
All
so,
deserved. Anything? What do you got today in the skills comp?
We're just doing that breakaway challenge, so I think, or save streak or whatever. So we just got to try to stop as many breakaways.
Show up and put your pads on.
Yeah, I don't think guys want, or fans don't want to see any saves today. I think it's all. They want to see the skills. They want to see the Michigan.
Would you go no Bucky if you could? Like, you know, look at the hair, man.
I don't know if I trust the guys. Yeah. I will definitely go as much as.
Would you go no bucket if Uppy's coming down?
Austin, keep it down, bud. Eh? If you're gonna go bar down, make sure I'm like not. You know, I want to go no Bucky, get some FaceTime.
Yeah, exactly. We were playing in the Whalers jersey the other night. I was backing out that game, and I was debating if I should take a couple laps with the toque on and maybe take a couple shots, but I don't know. I don't trust the guys that much.
I just saw our old trainer Scott Prohaska poke his head in.
Scotty.
That's the thing I respect about you, Freddie. Like, I don't know if everyone knows it, how hard you work to keep your body going and stay in shape. And so you used to push me when I trained with you, but that's the thing that, you know, for me, that's impressed me the most about how hard you work off the ice.
Yeah, I started out way bigger than I was now, and I needed to get in shape. And I think the relationship with Scotty has just been phenomenal. It was the first summer I spent with him. I went over there and stayed in Newport, and they made the difference on making the Ducks that next year, and just a really good relationship. And then getting to see you and Loops and boys around the.
Would Scotty give Obes shit all the time for showing up?
Sometimes, yeah. He would
stretch first squat, eh?
Yeah, there's a couple times. If he didn't show up on Mondays, you'd know he had a good weekend. And come in our Tuesday, and we would get after it then.
The workouts were hard. I was like, if you're going in there, you're not coming in half-assed because you're going to get
you got to be ready.
So
that's good. Well, Freddie, we appreciate you coming by, but we don't want to take too much of your time.
Appreciate having us. Congrats on everything.
It's
been cool to follow. So
thank you.
Keep it up.
Keep her going, buddy.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a seat, boys. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. Flowers. We got flowers, guys. Wherever you want. Go over there. Yeah, up you'll go here. Flowers. Flowers, a Missin Curfew faithful wanted you to. They wanted you. They thought you deserve it. Anderson MVP. Did Anderson win MVP?
Freddie?
Freddie Anderson. Is that true? Anyone out there, Mr. Is that true?
Princey.
It's Freddie Anderson MVP.
Unofficial results.
Because that would be unbelievable if he came on our podcast and won MVP.
Does he need the car?
No, Flowers does.
Flowers does.
Freddie.
Max, are we going?
Yeah, we're live. Look at.
Oh, sweet.
Oh man.
Okay, good. So, Freddie, if you won that car, Flowers could use the car. If
First of all, I just want to say I love all you guys. Thanks for you guys being here, Flowers.
Yeah, that's great.
Here, slide over, bud. I love you. Come here.
Flowers, so walk us through the whole experience of the ice bath.
Yeah, well, I was dreaming about last night the girls that I dances from. This one in particular, I mean, I was really been dreaming. Turned into a nightmare.
You just saw Upshaw, you're like, oh shit, Upshaw.
No, I felt obviously some kind of fluids hit me, and I'm like, oh, is someone
We've
pissing?
got a squirter.
Is someone pissing on me?
I hope, please God, somebody be pissing on me.
Is it the girl from Spearman Rhino peeing on me? Oh yeah, this stream's unbelievable.
And
not again.
and then obviously you doused me real good, and I look down, I go, not only did they fill it up with water, but there's fucking ice in there too, huh?
Oh, yeah,
the whole 9 yards.
Well, Al, I said Al. So basically, we had a Larry camp, Flowers. There was a Larry camp.
There was a Flowers camp. We had a Flowers camp.
Flowers camp.
And we had ideas for people on what to do. So some people wanted you to get teabagged by Princey. Oh. we're hoping Princey cut the little Manscaped going.
Michael, hopefully he hasn't used his Manscaped 4.0.
Because he's been in Calgary for a while. That could be nuts. If you know
He's been in COVID for 2 years. It could have been like bald, like little fucking. Who knows what was on Princey's nut sack?
like in Step Brothers with the nuts on the drums.
I will put my nuts on your drum set.
You touched my drum set?
Are you fucking nuts?
So and then another guy said we should tie his shoelaces when you do the water so he gets up and just continues to fall on his face.
Oh, you got me good, you fucker.
You're a good sport, Flowers.
Yeah, no, that was all right. At least I'm awake now.
How good do you feel?
I feel great, actually. Yeah.
Flowers.
Yeah.
Flowers. I was, up dog. You were right. It's great content, and you're a content creator now. So I'm like, don't do it, boys. He's gonna be pissed. Don't do it. And I was taking heat from all the Missin Curfew beauties. He's like, quit being a pussy, Obes. I'm like, all right, you're right.
I was honest. I was so comfortable over there. It's a nice couch. you know I like a nice couch.
Oh, listen, he's like, up he said that. He's like, where does he? He goes,
oh, you.
He goes, where does he think he is? O'Brien's house on a Sunday? I'm like, yeah, fuck, that's a good spot.
Yeah, it's not bad over there.
Are you a leather couch guy or?
No, I prefer you got a nice couch too. I don't prefer leather if I don't have to have leather.
Couches,
loophole. Every time I take a nap on Loophole's couch,
No wonder he has a bad back.
I gotta peel myself off. It's like sticking to your skin.
No wonder he has a bad
Do you
back.
like a landing strip or no landing strip?
What?
Landing strip.
What are we still
Like a
talking
girl
about?
with
We
a
still
bush?
talking about a couch?
A girl with a bush.
Oh
right?
yeah,
I think we're talking about.
I like it. I like nothing there if possible.
Okay.
Manscaped. Girls can use the Manscaped too, right?
Oh yeah, they use it. They use
The Womanscaped.
The woman's, yeah.
That's why our friends at manscaped.com are for men and women.
Yeah. I use the Manscaped. Does a great job on me.
Yeah, they've got the
Yeah,
light.
and it's good for the nose hairs, the weed whacker. Because
Yeah,
let's be
yeah.
honest, boys, these nose hairs, they start humming.
I
Like,
know.
Before you know it, I got more nose hair than I got hair. Like it's just fucking. I'm like, Jesus, put some of that on top.
Yeah. I know. Sometimes I got the nose hairs buzzing too. When the guy blows his nose, it looks like a party favor.
Just Major League.
Yeah.
I heard this guy threw. I heard this guy threw his own son in the father-son game.
He leads the league in nose hairs. When he blows his nose, it looks like a party favor.
Dynamite.
You
dropping
guys,
money.
you
Taylor,
guys have
didn't we
watched a
release
lot
you
of
yet?
movies together, eh?
Oh,
We've
yeah.
watched a
Would you say
lot
that's
of
the
movies.
basis of your relationship? Is
No,
is-
the basis of a relationship is something entirely different that we probably shouldn't say on here. But
McDonald's?
no,
Oh, I know.
our relationship starts with something else and then ends with couch and McDonald's.
Exactly.
Yeah, but no, Flower's my boy when it comes to watching movies. Remember the one day me, you, and Loops at 600 a hook? We watched the whole season of
Do I
Narcos.
ever?
Uppy
I
came
in
Uppy
and
came
it
over.
smelled,
Season of Narcos?
It smelled like
We watched.
it smelled like a goddamn
binge
fart
watched-
box.
Me and Lupo peppered flowers for fucking 8 hours of
I
farts
was
and
right.
Postmates.
Oh.
Uppy came back 4 times. Uppy ran out, did some errands, cleaned the attic, came back. He's like, God, it stinks like fart in here. And me and Loops are just peppering him.
I mean, it was bad though. Like, I mean, I was right in the middle of both of you, and you were just going at it on, and you guys were like looking at each other, like, I'm like, hey, this is not funny anymore.
This is actually disgusting. The couch.
my skin was turning yellow from
the
fucking
couch
farts.
became more disgusting than it already was.
This,
Yeah, that's the worst.
this
couch.
Griffin Owens, maybe the beauty of this whole little. Fucking,
Well, he did say workbench. Can I tell the Nantucket story?
yeah,
Is
you can tell the Nantucket story. Maybe you should text Big Sexy
Yeah.
first, but yeah, you can
yeah,
tell.
no, we a few years ago. Yeah, it was probably 5 or 6 years ago. Pearl Jam was playing in Boston, Fenway
Fenway.
Park, and you and Loops flew out and had never been to Nantucket before. So I was out there, encouraged you. Well, 2 stories here. Encouraged you to. I was like, you guys are gonna love it out here. It's an amazing place. Just even if you're here for a couple days, it's worth it before you go to the show. So you guys come into the brewery at first,
Yeah.
and I'm out there with a friend of mine and his girlfriend, and Loops comes in. He introduces himself to both of them, and the girl's like, "Hi, Joffrey," and
She had that little bittersweet, huh?
and he's like, "I fucked this girl, didn't I?" Yep, that's how I know her. Actually, like, she put on a couple.
He's like, what's her name again?
So then we go to the sushi place in town, and we meet the entire staff.
Nice staff.
And yeah, great staff.
Real good staff.
They host an after party, and the next day we're flying back. Well, 2 things: we're flying back to Boston to go to the show.
And we got all the Pearl Jam tickets.
And they do, and they're like, can everyone submit their their birthdays and weights? And we're like, sexy Obi, this is not the time to lie.
I'm like, I'd rather not answer that question right now. You know, I'd rather not. No. So, anyways, first time I go to Nantucket. I'm on Cape Air. I'm coming off of Bender in Toronto with, I don't know, Travis maybe or whatever. Fly from Toronto to Boston. I go to Cape Air. They're like, how much is your luggage weigh, Blaine? And it's like, how much do you weigh? How much does your left shoe weigh? How much does your watch weigh? I'm like, how big is this fucking plane? Get in. It's an 8-seater. Like, you can open the windows. I'm like, texting Big Sexy. I'm like, he's like, don't worry. They only lose about 8 a summer in the water. Like, this thing was like this. I'm sweating hung cheese. I'm like, get me off this thing, man. Anyway, sorry, I got off topic.
Yeah. So then the entire staff hosts an after party. Two of the members of the crew end up with one of the staff members who was also, she was a big beefy gal.
She was
Loops opens the door yeah, great girl. And
she had some corner weight to her, but
next morning Loops opens the door. He gets hit with the heat from the room with all the weight that's been tossed around. And Obi looks up and he goes, there's 3 of them in the sack, and Loops goes, Obi goes to Loops, solid workbench, eh, fella?
I go, I don't know what this workbench is made out of, but this thing is fucking sturdy. Oh, I want to tell the one part. I don't know if I can. Oh, stop, man. I don't think I can.
Oh, that's okay. Nantucket, what a spot.
What a spot. Hey, remember you picked me up in that little Jeep you had? I'm like,
shout out to
that's
the
how you
chicken
do it.
box.
Yeah, shout out
the
Packy, chicken box.
But remember Loops, the chicken coop?
Yeah,
I think we've all messed up that name. Like, sometimes
Yeah.
you just forget because you're so buckled.
For sure.
But I know that sushi joint you guys are talking about with the waitresses and the tunes.
Yeah.
And anything goes in there.
Best lobster roll in the planet is that crew in Nantucket.
Yeah.
They warm it up, toasted
yeah,
bun.
Crew's
no,
not
it's-
there anymore, is it, man?
So unfortunately, there's been some shakeups in the hospitality scene in Nantucket. So the sushi place is moving to where Crew is now because the partners at Crew, they had a fallout. Jack Hughes. We get a transition.
I like Jack Hughes. I
Yeah.
love Jack Hughes. Should we bring him to Nantucket?
Is that Circle Bar still there in Nantucket?
Carousel bar. Yeah, the
Fellow
gazebo.
Jew.
Gazebo.
Yeah, gazebo. Yeah, yeah. That's
What else were we calling it? You came up with another name.
Wow.
Remember you said it?
Yeah,
Fuck,
that's where they do the lights out mudslides.
No, it was Coachella. We're like, where are we gonna meet at? Anyways, I can't remember.
Oh,
You remember? Start with an R.
Rotunda.
Rotunda. You're like, when in doubt, if you lose anyone, meet at the Rotunda at Coachella. Eh? I'll meet you at the Rotunda.
Hakuna Matata.
Speaking of Coachella,
It's
remember
a
that?
wonderful
Remember that kitchen party we were at in Coachella?
That was one of the best parties I've ever been to.
Steve Casey, first Coachella I've ever gone to. We go. We don't really know what we're doing. Alex Goebel gets his tickets. Steve Casey.
That was actually when Updog.
Yeah, when
No,
you were playing the playoffs. 'cause
No, that's when he went into the when he went
So,
A over TK.
When your playoff series started, it was at Coachella. Then me and Loops flew to Australia.
Florida Devils.
Yes. So anyway, Steve Casey's like, I got a party for you. So you know how Coachella, you get in a car, we're driving fucking 40 minutes. We get there, there's no one there. We're like, this guy duped
No,
us.
we had to like hop over a fence to get in.
Yeah.
And no one was there. And we started walking around the house. We thought, we
like,
thought
let's
we
have
were
a
getting the wool
drink.
pulled over our
Yeah.
eyes. But then we saw they were setting it. There was a DJ set up and like 50 bottles of vodka. Maybe we should stick
So
down.
let's have one. Anyways, Flowers, they opened the floodgates to this door, and me and Mac Al and Loops, I were just the party in the kitchen. For some reason, there's always parties in the kitchen. Loops used to always say that about his house. He's like, everyone wants to.
They always come to the kitchen.
So.
Yeah. We had a nice little guest appearance back there, huh? My boy, our boy Daniel Katz.
Yeah.
Thunderbird.
He's
He was
like the
nice
real
hat.
Maverick, right?
He's the real Maverick.
By the
like
way,
the
when
Top
I
Gun the movie,
when
like
I brought
the
up
real
the
deal.
landing
only
strip,
6 in the world.
when I brought up the landing strip, I thought you would get the metaphor so we could get into him because he's one of the most fascinating humans I've fucking met.
Yeah,
He is.
my body's still in shock. I missed the metaphor from the ice bucket challenge.
Just Griffin Owens' a beauty. Hey, you might have to come on the podcast, Griffin. Hit us
Who?
up. Hit up
Griffin Owens.
Hit up Princey in our things. We might have to have it on
Griffin
Griffin.
Owens McDonald's.
He goes
the
Kush
old
Couch
the
McDonald's.
old spit rose special.
This guy's good. Look at Griffin Owens. Kush Couch McDonald's. I'll hang out with you any day, bud.
Yeah, you're on our page.
Old Dendel.
These guys would be so much cooler if they ripped a Gacker right there now.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Johnny, keep it professional, man.
Johnny always says you can always fuck so much.
Johnny.
There were some slapshot quotes going around the table last night at dinner.
Yeah, there were.
Was there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It was awesome.
Uh,
Suzanne sucks pussy. I know. Oh, I love you guys.
Boys, take a minute here. We're going to look to our left here at our boy Max.
Max Miller.
Our boy. No, but our
No,
boy
but we're
Max right here. We're going to shout out to Max. Max
Miller.
Can you press your button so you can speak on air?
Can we hear you?
Okay, fans, you can't hear Max. You can hear him on our podcast every now and then. Our boy Max Miller. He is the man. He's the one producing
hardest
this.
working guy.
Him and Griffin Owen are the highlights of this show, by the way.
Maxie,
But,
thank you for everything.
Yeah, Max.
Yeah, Max, listen.
Without you, there's no
Everything
show.
you do, bud, you're a champ. Binger loves you, looks up to you. Fuck, you're doing a great job. Thank you for our team. Couldn't do it without you.
And hey, keep trying to make me look skinny. Keep trying.
You better send it tonight. You got a lot to.
Are you getting after it tonight,
No,
Max?
but by the Tahoe, you got a lot to live up to after Tahoe.
Dog, thank you to DraftKings. Thank you for putting it out on their social media. And to the people that chimed in, especially you, Griffin Owen, wherever you are, you beauty.
Brento. Shout out to Brento. Fuck, he had some good clips. You're lucky. Brento, had the
send me a
nuts on the
picture of
chin.
that flow.
He threw out the idea for nuts on your chin.
Fucking Brento.
Yeah. I just FaceTimed and he was laughing. He's
I
like,
wish
"Where's
you
Flowers?" I said, "I think he might have left Brento. I think he's that pissed."
No, I was not. I was pissed.
No, I know you were.
I was worried. I'm like, he's gonna get mad.
By the way, you're the.
I would have been
highlight-
mad if I would have been mad if it was pissed.
You were the highlight of the show, fella.
What if Princey teabagged you? Would you have been pissed about that? Or
Can you imagine the dreams he was having, especially to get teabagged?
I really was. I think I
was.
really was. I was dreaming. I was dreaming about this friend of mine from last night.
is she Colombian or Cuban or
She was Cuban.
good cigars?
Great cigars.
Ask her if she can send
And
the boys.
sandwiches.
Great cigars.
Yeah, good sandwich. Ask her if she can send the boys a box
and
of
people, obviously.
Yeah, great people too. Romeo and Juliet's. If she could send a box of the Romeo and Juliet's to the boys, that'd be nice.
Okay. Well, listen, fella tour. It's going to continue in Scottsdale on Tuesday.
Are you coming? You're
I
coming.
don't know. We'll see.
You're coming. It's your birthday. You're coming on Wednesday.
Yeah, my birthday's on Wednesday.
Yeah.
You don't work. All you do is sleep and fuck.
I gotta work.
All you do is sleep and jerk off and fucking take Rocky for a walk.
Hopefully, he does take Rocky.
Yeah, I
for
love
walks.
Rocky.
He
Where's
doesn't shit
shout
on
out to
that
Rocky.
carpet.
Shout out to Rocky. He's the best.
I love that dog.
Timmy's got him every day. He's taking him to the dog park. He treats him better than I do.
Oh, Rocky loves you.
He's the best.
Guy likes to eat, that Rocky.
He likes your seat on the couch. Isn't that
He
funny?
doesn't mind coming to my seat on the
He
couch.
loves-
Comes
he
in
goes
there,
right in
and
your
I'm like,
seat.
look at this guy. He's laying out.
I look over to Obes, just like hanging off his couch. He's not even comfortable. I'm like, hey, you should just move Rocky. He's like, no. Rocky stays right there.
All right, boys. Mac L, thanks for
Good shit.
Love
That's
you.
fun.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks
DraftKings,
for
thank you.
Yeah.
I don't have to
DraftKings,
leave
all
now,
our
do I?
sponsors.
No, we're gonna
okay.
we're gonna just continue to do this. Is there anyone else we need to?
No, we're gonna go hang with some fans, and we're gonna play some cards, and we're gonna properly send this fucking trip.
We're gonna do a
Good
proper
job,
dinner
buddy.
with.
You killed it, Ups.
Yeah,
you
we're
killed
gonna-
it this weekend,
This
bro.
is what we're doing, boys. Eh?
Nice.
We had a good weekend, except for my fucking full-out sweat attack on NHL Network. Other than that, it was a pretty good weekend.
That was just as good. You could have used a bucket of water like we did.
I would have paid you $100 to soak you down on that fucking set. So, yeah, thank you to our listeners, everyone. Yeah, so that was awesome. Tom Wilson coming at you right now, right?
Tom
Willie?
Wilson to close it
What
off.
a
Thank you.
weapon! What a weapon!
Legend.
Up dog, Missin Curfew Vegas style All-Star Edition.
The fella edition.
We got a dying breed, one of our favorites here, Tom Wilson. Willie, thanks for joining us, buddy. We appreciate it.
Pumped to be here, boys.
Yeah. So, what were your plans before? Congratulations on being an All-Star.
Yeah,
What were
congrats,
your-
Willie.
Where were you
First
heading before?
timer.
Last minute ad. I was heading to Florida for a little time in the sun, but did me a favor there and got me into the All-Star game. So I'm pretty excited about it.
I think with the nose looking like it is now, you don't need to be in the sunshine anyway. You got to protect that pretty face.
All-Stars
some point,
aren't
you know.
supposed to have banged up noses, but I'll take it.
Yeah, for sure. So when you heard the news, because there were some rumors, people were thinking Ovi was maybe pulling the shoe and a little phony, but I was like, Ovi's not pulling the shoot on Vegas. Right?
Not a
If it was-
Vegas
it's like if it was
trip. No
in
chance.
somewhere else, I'm like maybe. But Ovi's coming to Vegas. He's a Vegas guy.
He loves Vegas.
Yeah.
He was pretty bummed when the news when he tested positive, and I called him. I was like, "Thanks, man. I'll do my best O impression, try and fill in the shoes." But yeah, he was bummed. He was really excited about it. Get some food, some wine, some partying, and some good hockey. So that's right up his alley. So it sucks.
I think he's had enough All-Star games, though. I think it's time, let Willie in there.
Yeah, I was fired up.
I think
I was like, fuck it, hey, Willie.
I think the league deserves to see Tom Wilson in the lineup.
He always takes care of me.
You probably got to watch out, though. You probably got to keep your elbows down in this game tomorrow.
Yeah, I was over doing some media this morning, and one of the guys is like, "Hey, do you think you can hit anybody out there?"
you
I'm
might
like, what do you mean? Like,
Well, listen, I got to be
What?
honest with you. I was going to be like, Willie, can you lay one guy out for the boys at Missin Curfew? Like, just one good hit for the lads.
the skill guys would not appreciate that, eh? Like a little hungover coming across the middle.
Has there ever been like maybe a borderline sussy in the All-Star game?
I feel like back in the day, somebody like Bob Probert was an All-Star one year. I'm sure Proby took a run at somebody in that game, right? I don't
They
know.
probably just lined up to have like two guys that this is what's up. You guys got to go at it tonight. You know,
You never know with hockey.
Hartnell and
You get
Phaneuf
heated.
the one time got into it a little bit. Remember chirping from the bench the one time? Was that in the All-Star game?
Was it Heartseed Phaneuf?
It was Bird Dog and
Yeah.
Phaneuf.
Well, they chirped every game, yeah.
That's awesome. So Willie, you're here, Vegas. You got your family coming in?
Yeah, my two brothers are landing shortly. So, girls stuck in Florida, and my mom's in Florida too. But my brothers, it'll be fun to share it with them for sure.
We might have to take the brothers out.
Yeah.
If Willie's going to bed early tonight for the game tomorrow, we might have to
Yeah, so
Take them under your wing.
show the boys a good
Me
time.
and Uppy were talking this week about the skills competition. I'm like, what do the boys do the night before? So when you went up today, did any of the boys show up a little? The boys enjoyed themselves last night, right?
There's a few guys.
We don't need names, but
Yeah, don't throw anyone under the bus quite yet.
Well, we probably saw him last night. If it's the couple kids, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I know I had to cut myself at 1 a.m. I'm like, I better go home here. So I made a decent decision, I guess.
Yeah, there's a couple guys grinding from kind of door to door in the media this morning, doing all the stuff they had to do bright and early. But I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
What do you got going on for the All-Star game? So what kind of not the All-Star game, the skills comp? They got you in
Hardest shot, yeah.
fastest skater, hardest shot.
No,
pretty
no
fast
fastest
You are
skater.
fast, man. Straight lines, you're fast as fuck.
Yeah, if I could get going, maybe I get a little lead up runway to the fast lap. But no, I'm happy just to grip it and close my eyes
Hardest
and
shot's the
let
best
it rip.
one. Yeah.
For sure,
Just for,
especially if you like.
Especially if you want to mix it the night before. You're like, all right, I'm doing hardest shot. I can go out till whatever time and mix it because I just kind of lean into three shots,
Yeah,
right?
just hit the puck. Yeah.
Yeah, or the nerves. You don't have to like pull a groin. You might. I mean, after we did the fanfare yesterday, O'Brien and I don't know if you saw it on Instagram, but we had a little
Really, it was ugly, fella.
a little hardest shot with a couple rubber pucks. How was
No
the,
good?
How was the
I woke up, and
sides
then we
feeling?
played this air hockey game, Willie. It was the biggest air hockey team I've ever seen. I mean, up here going toe to toe. I woke up this morning to take a leak. I'm like, what the heck's going on here? I blew my shoulder out playing
Don't
air
ruin
hockey.
the golf. Don't ruin the golf
yeah.
game for air hockey. That's
know, I
not.
know.
That shouldn't happen.
Hockey still has the itch to play, Willie. I have no desire to play hockey
I
anymore.
kind of think I'm in the All-Star game right now. By the way,
feeling
last
good.
night at
Vegas.
dinner. The last night at dinner, you know, we had the wine flowing, get the oysters and the appies going. It felt like it, you know, back in the day. And I was like, you think you're in the fucking All-Star game right now? And
I'm like, Uppy, we're not making enough money here for Missin Curfew. 4 sides of fucking mac and cheese. I'm like, first of all, I don't need any more mac and cheese up, dog. And
You probably still got it. You'd be fine out there
he's
with the
fast,
boys.
man.
I learned from the best, Willie, on and off the ice. So I would like to compete.
You'd be fine out there.
yeah. So Willie, I wanted to ask you, I sort of cut you out. Like when
Yeah.
it comes to the game now, obviously we love the way you play, but some nights are you like wish it would be a little more not up your alley, but you know what I mean? Like it's more physical at times, or are you okay with just fast because you can skate as well?
Yeah, like regular season, you mean?
Yeah,
Just the
regular
way the
season,
game's
I'm
going?
talking,
Yeah, it's, you know, there still are those games where you get the juices flowing and the emotions in the game, and that's always going to be there in hockey, I think. But yeah, it's getting fast. It's there's a lot of skill out there. Some nights you don't even get hit.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
Some nights I'm like, have I hit someone? Have I been hit?
Yeah.
You know? Whereas, I mean, when I was coming into the league, it's like, you know, the wall plays, you're getting crushed on every puck.
Yeah.
So it's changed a lot, but it's still a great game. Obviously love competing, but there's a lot more skill and speed out
I
there.
bet.
The young guns are taking over.
So when you came in the league, like obviously you played physical, fought. Did you always know that you had the potential to be as offensive as you turned out to be, like, or to just, you know, being with good players, you got better as every year went on, kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, there were some coaches that gave me some opportunity, and I was
going to say
I
the
like to say I
Trotsy
was-
effect.
Yeah.
It could go either
you
way.
played with Trotsy,
It could go either way with Trotsy, right?
Trotsy's my favorite coach.
Yeah,
Totally.
Trotsy.
Like I'd like to think I was smart enough to try and take advantage. And when he put me with O and Backy, like,
course.
hey, this is my chance. Make the most of it. And
Yeah.
it wasn't like a smooth. Like there was a couple games where like Backy and O were looking at me like, "Are you kidding me with that?
Yeah.
Like, give me the puck,
Dude, I was
you
just
know?
gonna say,
We don't dump the puck in on this
Yeah,
line,
like
son.
so I had to learn a little bit.
Yeah, and
like,
it's not easy to play with superstars. Like you look at the Sedins in Vancouver. Like finally, Burroughs was the guy that could play with them, right? Like Burr got a chance, and other guys couldn't play with him. It's not easy to play with superstars, right?
Yeah, and I mean, there's a pressure aspect to it where like you're expected to make that play, you're expected to make it happen offensively. And there's a couple of times early on where O was just looking at me like shaking his head, but then you make a couple of nice passes, you give him a couple goals, and you get a little bit more leeway. Like if you screw something up, he doesn't yell at you or whatever. But we got a great friendship and stuff now, and he's good. You know, I'll try and make the play when it's there, but those guys are so talented. Sometimes you're like, fuck, I don't know how they see these plays.
If there's 2 guys in the league where you know they're going to be on the ice, it's those 2.
Yeah.
Ovi's on his one-timer standing there.
Yeah.
Backstrom's on the half wall on the left side. So you have
He's
have
somewhere
outs.
good. Backy's
It's just
somewhere good.
I guess more importantly, you just gotta take care of yourself because you're going to play a lot. And that's something different than, when you first come in the league and you get a chance and you play in like 10, 15 minutes and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, now I'm on the big boy line. I got 20. I better go to sleep tonight.
Yeah, it's fun. And, I mean, I still remember, playing the little minutes. You're like, I got a little more fun tonight. I'm only playing 7 minutes tomorrow.
We'll have one more bottle. Just another bottle of
What
cab.
time is it? I'm playing 4 minutes.
Now I'm like, fuck, I'm grinding. I got 20 minutes. I got to go to bed and take care of the body. But it's I still remember with Trotsy one game too, where in the intermission, I think we were getting pumped by some team, and someone had hit Backy and O jumped on his back or something. Trotsy came in. He's like, if Ovi's ever the first guy into a scrum again, you're not going to be playing on that line anymore. So there's an aspect of that, getting in there and in those scrums and helping those guys out.
You'll love this Trotsy story. So I get traded to Nashville, right? It's like halfway through the season. He's like, "Oh, what I tell you when you get here?" I'm like, I don't know, be good defensively, like PK guy, good in the room. Like he's like, no.
None of that hockey
I'm going
stuff.
Nashville. I'm like, he's like, it's a small city. Slow the fuck down. And I'm like, okay, Trotsy, I got it, buddy.
I think
eyes and ears everywhere.
Yeah, he was like when he coached me, I was a kid. I was like 19, 20. And
Look at who's here. You're fined, by the way. You're fined. You're late. You're late.
Let's see
First
those.
time in Vegas, you're late.
Let's see those eyes, Flowers. Let me see what they look like.
The Rhino.
That looks like a guy that just got slapped in the side of the face.
The Rhino is still undefeated, buddy. It'll chew you up and spit you out.
So I was saying Trotsy I was a kid too with Trotsy,
Yeah.
and he was, Nashville at the time. Obes, you were just there right after me. Small town, people know everything.
but you can't help yourself. It's like you get such good friends, and it's just like a little college town, and all you want to do is like have fun. You win games.
First time I played against in Nashville, I fought Toots, and then I went to the Tin Roof and smoked a doobie with Uppy in the back. I'm like, this is a great little city here.
That's a great night. That's a great night.
This is a great little city here.
Yeah.
So.
Willie, let me ask you this, because I like to play physical. You play physical. We just talked about it a little bit, but are there ever times where in a game, someone just has their head down so much that you can't even hit them, and if you do, you're like, man, just pick your head up here. I gotta
expect to be hit.
Expect to be hit.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
You know what I mean?
Like, I think that's the big thing is guys just don't expect to get hit
I don't want to
anymore.
hurt you, but I hit you. This is part of the game.
Like they're playing the game not expecting to get hit, and that's the biggest problem. Is they're just going into areas that guys never used to go into.
Yeah,
and I'm like, man, this is the trolley tracks here. Like, what? So there's times where sometimes I even got to yell at the guy, like as I'm coming at him, like, hey, like get your head up. And the other night, I'm not gonna name names, but I just yelled at some kid, like, get your head up, and he's like, you get your head up. And I was like, are you serious?
Okay, finally someone talked back to me. This is like,
I was like,
all
are
right,
you serious?
next shift, I'll see you, bud.
Yeah, this is great.
And then the captain of the team, who's a good guy, was like, like he's a young kid, leave him alone or whatever. But I was like, are you serious? Keep my head up.
You know what? Luch said the same thing though, because Luch did an interview and he's like, dude, I'm telling guys out there, hey, buddy, keep your head up. You're lucky I didn't hit you there. And some of these D-men, Willie, I watch them and they turn
the D-man is what I want to talk about.
What are you doing?
I mean, I don't hit much on the forecheck anymore just because you can't.
Yeah.
There's no opportunity to even really hit them.
They make the play-obes 3 feet from the wall and they turn and they just get smoked into the wall. And so
is that because the game's so fast, or your coach tells you to stay above? Like, why don't you go? Because as an ex-defenseman, if I see you coming in and you're not going to hit me, I would have loved it. But nowadays, it's just not like that.
Like, I'll go in and make contact. They're just not putting them like. It used to be the guy would go back, he'd take an angle, he'd look at you, you'd go shoulder on shoulder or something. Now you go in, it's just like nothing's good is going to come out of this.
Yeah.
So you get in there, you do a little pressure, or you take the body a little bit, but gone are the days where guys just fly in and finish on the forecheck. I feel like it's harder, and guys are expecting it too. Like drawing penalties and stuff's huge now. Obviously, power plays. So, guys get bumped and they get a little extra into the boards.
They want their PP time. Right? They want Cookie Monsters out there. They
draw
want
one, then go get a goal, and I'm sitting in the box like, all right, he got me.
So Willie, Vegas All-Star Game. You beat these boys a couple years ago in the finals. Are you expecting to get booed here a little bit? What do you think the welcoming is going to be like?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
everyone
right?
seems good so far, but I get booed in a few
until
bars now. So
until you
Vegas.
run Petro in the corner like first shift.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't that the finals in Game 1? You guys came up for warm up and they had all the showgirls on the glass.
Man.
Yeah, I'm like, Uppy wouldn't have been able to play Game 1. He would have like,
It was unbelievable. We were playing soccer like Super Bowl before the game, and their like entertainment line of all the talent they had in that night came walking through.
Yeah.
We had to pause for like 5 minutes. It was never ending. Showgirls, the Blue Man Group, like everything. And then sure enough, in warm-ups, they're all dancing. Guys are yelling at each other to focus. But I mean, it's unbelievable.
First time eyes, get off your phone.
Come on, it's Game 1 of the finals here. Come on.
First time I played in Vegas, after warm-ups, I was gassed. You're out there flying. The tunes are maxed out.
Man, Willie,
it's buzzing in there.
I never played that, right? So we came up. He's like, "Wait till you see this barn." And we came last year for the Colorado series, and the warm-up tunes, man. I feel like I'm at fucking Omnia.
Yeah,
like it was.
Like
pumping.
I'm flying around. I get to the room like after warm-ups. I'm like, I'm kind of gassed. The
legs are got a Red Bull here, boys.
Legs are heavy.
Yeah,
I left it all out there in warm-ups because I was so fired up.
Flying.
Yeah. No, gotta go. No.
When
bucket.
did you go first? No bucket. We talk about no bucket a lot. It was my favorite part of the game. Do you remember your first time you went no bucket?
Yeah. I think it was in Vancouver, and Ovi, obviously the ringleader, always he's like, all right, like Willie, like enough's enough. Take the helmet off.
You're a good-looking cat.
Yeah, totally.
Hair full of
we need to sell some seats here.
Yeah,
come on.
Kuzi and I had a couple. I think we got our hair cut, and saw that. He's like, boys, tonight's the night. Take the helmets off. I think we had to throw like, I don't know, $1,000 on the board to get into the no bucket club, or maybe that's an OB rule or something. But we carry it on, put some money on the board, and you get to go. Let us fly in it. I mean, it's the best feeling in the world.
Oh, I miss it.
It's great for the game.
It's great for the game.
Yeah.
Guys, you can see the guys. People in the warm-ups love it. Like they're talking about putting helmets on, guys. I'm like, it's great for the game.
This is
Joe
funny.
Sakic, back in the day, I remember Joe Sakic flying around. I'm like,
of course.
This guy's the man.
Remember when Taylor Hall tried to jump over the guy, and then I come in the next day to Colorado.
Someone tried to jump over him and caught him.
Yeah.
That screwed it all up.
The next time we played Edmonton, Joe Sakic will come in the next day. He's like, bucket's mandatory in warm-up. So I walk into his office. He's like, no, look at Taylor Hall thing. Next time I played against Edmonton, I'm like, you fucking guys are about to lose a no bucket here. Like, you know what you're doing out here? Just slow down. Like,
So Nicky Backstrom on our team's had some bad luck. He's got hit for some staples and stuff, but he's still going no bucky. A good Swede. He's got the lettuce. He's
the
like,
Swedes all have good hair.
I'm like, I'm like, if he's doing it after taking staples a couple times, like,
you know, like
great.
mid-season when if you get your hair going long, it's like a mess sometimes. Even when you shower and you go to the rink, you just like, screw this, right? So whatever. So he's playing with us in Florida, and I come in. I'm having one of those days in it was like Minnesota or something. It's like, middle of winter. I had no business doing my hair. Winnipeg, and he sees me going for my helmet to put it on in warm-ups because I'm just like, I can't go do this fucking flow right now, no chance. And he's looking at me, he's like, do not put that fucking helmet on, dog. I'm like, huh? He's like, take it off. I'm like, okay.
Hide your helmet in like the.
You're not wearing a helmet.
I am not playing on the same team as you in warm-ups, and you were in your bucket. There's no chance.
Yeah. No, it's a great part of the game. And the odd time there's like, now there's a rookie or something like buzzing around, no bucky, you got to chirp him. Like, I didn't. I mean, until Ovi told me like, hey, get lost. You don't want to be like first couple of years no helmet.
Yeah,
right?
no. I asked Chris Pronger, and he told me 100 games, so I waited till then.
Yeah, the couple of the tough guys on the other team looking at you like, are you kidding me? Put a helmet on, kid. I'm like, all right, no problem.
Well, Willie, thank you for coming by the fella tour. We appreciate it.
I'm a big fan of yours, buddy. Keep it going.
How do the Russians like the fella? They like the fella tour?
They got a funny weird. I don't know. There's something funny there. You guys got to get to the bottom.
We got to figure out what the Russians think the word fella means.
Yeah,
because I guess they have
laughing
inside joke. So we'll get to the
you
bottom.
You never know with them. They're inside jokes. They just start laughing.
We'll send Princey on the.
Speaking of, just how impressive is it what Ovi's doing, man? Like, you know what I mean? Like, guy, you've been with him a long time. You must still be just like, holy man, this guy's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. He's just like the hungriest guy I've ever seen out there. Like, he gets one, he wants two. He gets two, he wants three. He gets three, he's like shooting everything for four. You know, like I'm like, I get one. I'm like, it's a good night. You know, like, I'll take it.
Plus, I'm like, all right, here we go, run the clock.
Yeah, like Ovi's got on hat trick watch.
No
whistles, everything.
Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
but
let's go.
He just drives the bus, man. He's so good off the ice. To me, to everyone, he's such a fun guy. Talk about a guy that's amazing for the game.
Yeah.
Like, he's a rock star. He is who he is. He doesn't care what people think about him. He's true to himself, and he can put the puck in the net. So I love playing with him, playing on his team, and hopefully he just keeps going.
Yeah, good. Yeah. We love him here. You have to tell him we love what he's doing.
Yeah,
we love the way you play too, fella. Keep it going.
You probably would have enjoyed having him here in Vegas. You run into him. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
so.
like I say, the boys are like, oh, Ovi's gonna pull. I'm like, Ovi ain't pulling the shoot on Vegas, boys.
No.
Really, we really appreciate it, fella. Thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah, good luck in the hardest shot, baby.
I'll just rip it.
Get that 120 stiff flex.
Yeah, you get a new weapon.
Well, I heard. I ran into Hedman, and he's got like a 120 or something. So I might have to import a weapon or something from one of the boys. See if Ovi can get me one of his sticks.
You grab Hedman's twig and you just give him a cut on all of them and say, "Good luck there, Victor."
You might not like that one. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, have fun, man.
Enjoy it.
Cool.